When we go to Wembley,
you know what,
we win at Wembley. That's what I'm saying, innit? We don't go to Wembley to lose, innit? That's what I'm saying.
What, in the Community Shield, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Community Shield, you know.
Yeah.
Mad.
Yeah, this is why we went instantly live, because we were literally having
I can
a
see we
discussion.
went live. I can see the live in the bottom right.
The Community Shield is.
The Community Shield, man.
It is what it is. Silverware is silverware. We go to Wembley, we win at Wembley.
Yeah, but Babs, tell us what you were saying before about who's the only team in London to win at Wembley this season.
Yeah, Arsenal are the only team, only London team this season to go to Wembley and win something at Wembley.
What was that?
It's a fact.
We won our semi-final.
To win something at Wembley, not win a game at Wembley.
We did win something. We won a game. This is about as prestigious as the Community Shield is.
And what'd you walk out with that? Loser medals.
No, we didn't walk out with anything in the semi-finals. Still,
exactly.
We just won the
Walking
FA
out
Cup.
empty-handed.
Also, we won the semi-finals as well, so we won 2.
Listen, I'm not meant to talk today. I'm gonna give Neil the
The most important thing is when was last time United won something?
Ooh.
Shots fired.
That's a sticky one. Still,
isn't it? You get me. They win one league title in 30 years, and now we're talking
Champions League. Don't forget about that. Champions League.
And you win one every 15 years, and that big club in it.
When was last time you won a Champions League?
Yeah, more last season than you.
Was that before streams even existed?
Nah, streams was definitely on. You know what I'm saying? And that you win one Champions League every 15
many
years.
At that time.
You know what I'm saying? And that in our best days, at least we dominated. Yours is over in 2 years, and that. You know what I'm saying? Premier League champions to challenging for top 4.
I can't even argue against that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know you can't, because the facts is the facts. You know what I'm saying? For Premier League champions, the best ever to fight for top 4.
Man, don't get pressured like that, bro. Man, put you in a corner. You gotta come out of that now.
These games
it's a United fan. You can't let a United fan corner you like that.
You know why I can't dish United this season is because they're on for a treble in it. They've already won the second place trophy. The We Finished Liverpool above Liverpool trophy, and now they're on for the Europa League, so they're going to win a treble this season, innit? So like,
true say.
fair play to them, innit?
Where you at least when we were dominant, we dominated for a period of time. Yours was over in a flash, and that your dominance.
How many league titles in the 90s?
How can you stop at
the thing is, though, Ryan, they are in the finals. That could be at the end of the month. This could be a very different story.
And what happened in your last Europa League final?
What happened in our last Champions League
final? Hey, hang on, wait. You've got that same guy in the final as well, by the way.
Yeah.
They lost to Emery, and you've got Emery as well. So let's not...
Hold up. No, let's go to the champions. You lot played Spurs. That's a layup in
there. No, there you go, man. Good evening, you as well.
You lot played
there you go. A masterclass club your way.
Hold up. You lot played Spurs in the Champions League final and want to talk about stat padding, and you played Spurs. The guys who had the that's why Lewis is busting up. They're the mark for bottling it.
Especially a free trophy.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to be a decent team, you would have got beat, innit? That's why you got beat by Emery in the Europa League final. You got battered by Madrid in the Europa League final. You got battered by AC Milan. You know what I'm saying? There he's gone looking for Liverpool's dominance and that. Their dominance lasted as long as the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Lockdown lasted as long as Liverpool's dominance. It was over. You know what I'm saying? It's over. Shit's done. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap. Klopp. How are you behind Ollie? How are you finishing behind Ollie? That is terrible. Man finished behind Ollie.
Injuries.
But that's all the more reason to put Ole up.
We could potentially end the season only 2 points behind you, and we'd be shit this season.
Yeah, and we have Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as our manager. There's no way we
should be world-class manager, bro. You've got Ole at the back of your United shirt behind you, you know. Get your United shirt and turn it around, innit?
What is he actually?
Do I don't believe this guy?
My bad.
Don't believe this guy. You know what I'm saying? When we had this kit, Ollie was managing. This kit, Ollie was managing when we had this kit.
He was managing that kit. It was last season, right?
No, I swear this was 2 years ago. I can't remember, man.
That's last season, bro.
Is it? I thought it was 2 years ago. I can't remember, man. My memory's
Man's got Ollie number 20 at the back, innit?
Isn't it? Like you ain't there in your Salah shorts. Get me cut it out with number 11 on him. Get me cut it out, fam. You know what I'm saying? Cut it out. These Liverpool fans talking the most. You lot win one major trophy every 30 years and that.
There's one more than you lot have won in the last few years.
Nah, we've won. Hey, you don't want to stack us up with 30 years and that. We wash you. The last 30 years, we wash you lot. And we've had a bad 10 years. That's how bad you
And we still won as many Champions Leagues as you guys.
And how many Premier Leagues did you win in that time? How many Premier Leagues you win in that time? And how many did we win in that time?
Like I said, them in the 90s, innit? With against Norwich with Chris Sutton and these guys.
How can you stop at a 38 league game season when you lot played Spurs in the Champions League final and hailed out?
Well, what if we play Spurs in the Champions League
Spurs?
final?
You know what I'm saying? And
you see we played on the way. You see we played on the way to the final.
Who did you play?
We played PSG, Napoli in the group. Bayern Munich and Barcelona.
Wait. Slow down. All right, so you play PSG and who haven't won it and who haven't won the competition.
Yo, you can't say shit about PSG when you're going on about Killer Killian all the time.
Yo, that's under Tuchel though. You get what I'm saying? So it doesn't count.
We blaming Tuchel. Tuchel took him further than Don Trastero could dream of taking him.
John Poch.
You want to try bring my guy into it? This is a Liverpool United argument. We ain't bringing fucking Don Tuchel into this.
PSG who haven't won it. Napoli who haven't won it. Who did you play in the knockout round?
Napoli were under your Don Carlo guy who you're desperate for at United.
Yo, they have never won it.
Don Carlo.
Exactly. Respect Don Carlo.
Yeah, I'm respecting Carlo. I'm respecting him.
Something Klopp couldn't do in it. You know what I'm saying? And that. Ask Klopp about dominance and that. You know what I'm saying? He wins 1 trophy per year. What type of top manager are you?
At Dortmund.
Yeah, that was in 2001, and you want to talk about that was 01.
I said it's like 2001.
It's like 2001.
They got Wayne saying congratulations to everyone on a great season for all of our teams and Arsenal.
Yeah, when he won those in 01, 02, Arsenal was still dominant. You know what I'm saying? That's how long ago.
It was in 11-12. It was in 11-12.
Was that 11-12? Oh,
yeah.
my bad. I stand corrected in that. I thought it was 01, 02, innit? That's years, talking over 10 years. We were still winning Premier League titles back then. What are you talking about? So go on, we play PSG, Napoli, neither have won a Champions League.
We played Bayern Munich in the knockouts and Barcelona.
And Barcelona, who haven't won it in yonks either. Your GOAT's been failing there. They won it in 6-7 years. When's the last time they won it? 2015.
Yeah, but Messi, this one Messi and Suarez and these guys.
Yeah, the man are washed. That's why the man won it in so long.
They're not washed.
The man are washed. The man are washed. They are. That's why they won it. When was the last time Barcelona won the Champions League?
Your goal's more washed than Messi.
Like my goal won it 3 times in a row.
Your goal's going to be in Europa League next season.
You get me? He won it 3 times in a row. Don't want to hear it. Your goal can't win it. You get me? He won it 3 times in a row. And
my goal can't win it. He's won like 3 or 4 in his career. And
when's the last time? When's the last time he won it?
2015. Has your goal ever won the treble? Has your goal ever won the treble?
I don't care about the treble in that.
You won the treble twice as well. Remember?
You get me? Because we stat padded the Copa del Rey and a La Liga and that.
Could your goal do that?
What, stat padded La Liga? Yeah, because he's won 2.
My goals won about 4 or 5.
Yeah, and your goal
probably.
Your goal 0-5 in international finals. How about that one? You don't like that stat though, do you?
Yeah, but your goal didn't even play in the final that Portugal.
It don't matter, innit? He's not 0-5 in international finals.
How did this become Liverpool United to Ronaldo Messi?
Because you brought up Barcelona, innit? You know what I mean? And your shit Champions League run when you beat Spurs in the final and play Barcelona, who haven't won it in 8 years or however long it's been.
Cool, innit? We've got this Champions League trophy in our cabinet, innit? You've only got 3.
Man. You won your annual one. You win it once every 15 years, innit? 2019, 18, whatever it was, 05, 1980, and 1960s. That's you.
Yeah, you're busy getting pammed in finals, innit?
You got pammed in finals too. You got pammed in the Europa League final. I want to hear about any European.
That was Alberto Moreno tax.
Forget that, innit? Where's the Euro? You got pammed by who? Sevilla in a Europa League final. Never be my club. Never be my club in that. Out here getting treated like Arsenal. Must be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Never.
Go, Babs, get involved, bro. Come on, Babs.
Never. I'm saying you lot got the similar European pedigree in that. Well, sorry, Lewis.
You fight your fights, innit? You fight your fights. I'm just
stating facts, innit? I'm just using Arsenal as the bar for banter and that, talking European pedigree, and you're out here losing in a 2nd-tier competition. I don't want to hear it.
All right, they might be in the 3rd-tier competition if results go their way this week.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about Liverpool, not Arsenal.
Yeah,
we're talking about European pedigree.
Europa Conference League, like that would be a great achievement. In fairness,
yeah, I'd love to see a trophy parade for that. To be honest.
Oh yeah, reaching the Europa.
And Captain Aubameyang lifting up the Conference League.
Oh, I'd love to. I'd love to. I'd drop in it or something like that.
A lifetime achievement would be glorious, man. Legacy performance at the greatest stage. But big up everyone. Welcome to Shameless FC. Obviously, we haven't started the usual way, but it is the last game of the season, so fuck it, we are here. And we're mainly going to be talking about the top 4 debate last week and everything like that. So big up everyone who's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button. This week has been... It's been a bit of a weird one still, because I've come out of it feeling a lot better than I did at the start of the week, despite the fact that we still lost a cup final. But top 4 is back in our hands. We're in control of our own destiny. As long as we get 3 points against Aston Villa, then we should be fine, barring any fuckery at Villa Park. God willing, nothing else happens. But big up everyone who's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button. Check out everyone's socials down in the description below. And Flawless, Babs and Neil's channels all down in the description below, so check out as well. Flawless, we will start with you. You've probably had the quietest week out of everyone, but how's your week been anyway?
Yeah, my week's been all right still. You know what I'm saying? Manchester United do what Manchester United do, but somehow we managed to finish second. Obviously, with Chelsea beating Leicester, we confirmed. It's been for weeks all about the Europa League final. Like, that's what our eye has been on. Yes, confirming second was all well and good. We already confirmed top 4 a few weeks ago, and that's literally where the majority of Manchester United fans, where our eyes have been. It's all literally on the final. And then once we beat Roma 6-2 in the first leg, it pretty much made the second leg like null and void type of thing in it. So it's all about the final next week, Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? So it's only a few days away.
Next week, Wednesday, you know. So you lot are probably going to rest people for your next match too.
Yeah, exactly that. So Wolves, I'm hoping so. You say that. I'm hoping Ollie makes wholesale changes. But I could see him playing not a full strength side, but like a strong side for what is not needed. It's not needed. People have been talking about, oh, United need to go and play ourselves into form because our form hasn't been good. But it's like, we are consistently inconsistent. So it makes, if we was flying going into the game, so I say we had beat Leicester, we'd beat Liverpool, we'd beat Fulham, and then we beat Wolves convincingly, I'd be no more confident going into this final as if we're in poor form. Yes, of course, you'd prefer to be going into the final in good form, but I take very little stock in it because I know what Manchester United are like. We've had so many times during the season where we've been flying and going into a game on top form and then we get beat. Or we've been on bad form, like the Manchester Derby, for instance. Nobody gave us a chance. And we ended up putting in a great performance and deserving the win and winning 2-0 like the Etihad. So that's how I look at it. I take not much stock in our form. Just go win the final, and we should win it. We should.
Yeah, I did want to speak to you about your form because it's 1 point in your last 9 games, and granted, it was an amazing first half performance against Fulham, also with the jammy offside goal that VAR typically doesn't find for red teams, but it is what it is. But you lot completely fell apart in the second half, and you really should have killed the game off too. And yeah, people, you're gonna say form doesn't really matter into it, but your form is dipping at the wrong time as well. You lot stabilized yourself in a really good position over the last few games, and I think it's since the Liverpool game, you guys, not even the Liverpool game, it was the Leicester game before, which, to be honest, you guys heavily rotated in that game anyway. But do you think it's a case of form dropping at the wrong time, or do you think it's a case of the influx of fixtures that you guys have had as well? Because you had the Liverpool game postponed, you've had the Leicester game in between both of that 3 days before even the Liverpool game. Is it a case of too many fixtures, or is it a case of shit, you guys ain't going into the final in good form?
Yeah, we played 2 games in 3 days, so that doesn't help. And then even before that, we played the weekend. I think it was like 3 games in 6 or 7 days. So that's never a help. Players, that's never a help. And it's a mix of things as well. So the fixtures, like you stated, well, you do want to be going in with good form, but to me, because I know how Manchester United are, it doesn't really make that much of a difference to me. Like I said, if we was flying, say we had beat Leicester, we'd beat Liverpool, beat Fulham, I wouldn't be on this show talking about, yeah, we're going to win the final, we're in great form, blah, 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 because I know what this team is like. I've seen this happen. This has been Ollie's entire reign, where it's been going downhill, and it's looking like if we lose the next game, Ollie's going to get sacked, and then the players turn up. It's happened 4 or 5 times across his reign, where the pressure's been really on, and it's looking like he's going to get sacked, and then we'll turn up like away to Everton. Like literally before the international break, talk was he's going to get sacked. We went a goal down, and the players turn up, and we win the game 3-1 and do it very well. So that's how I look at it. Like, I don't really take much stock into it. Innit? Like, I know what this team's like. You know me, Lewis. We talk all the time about this. I have no faith, you know what I'm saying, like, in this manager. I have very little faith. My faith is in the players. The individual players we have, we are individual brilliance FC, and that's what I always look to help Manchester United win games. And we've seen it. When we don't play well and individuals don't turn up, we're poor. We got beat by Leicester. We got beat by Liverpool. We drew to Fulham because the players didn't turn up. The manager's never really going to do anything to change it around. It's all majorities on the players. So that's how I look at it.
I mean, with Ollie, you say like he should have been sacked. Like he's been that close to getting sacked 4 or 5 times. The one game where I still can't believe he actually kept his job was when he got knocked out of the Champions League by Leipzig. Like that's the one game where I'm like, I thought he was going to get sacked literally the next morning. Like I just couldn't believe how he didn't get sacked after that. Like, you know, especially into the position where you were, where you only needed 1 point out of 6 games, and the lineup he put out for that Leipzig game, and Leipzig weren't even that. Leipzig aren't anything amazing. Like we pammed them over 2 legs in the last 16 when we weren't even in good form. Like they're not that good, and it's like, you only needed 1 point out of 6 games, and he's actually gone and screwed that up. I don't know how he didn't get sacked after that as well. Like,
yeah, and there's many moments that have been like that as well.
Yeah.
I say this about Oli, he is always 2 or 3 bad results away from his job being under major pressure.
Yeah.
Like he's 2 or 3 bad results from Oli out trending on days where United are not playing. It's kind of like that with him. But he always seems to get results when it's looking like he's going to get sacked. Yeah. And maybe the Europa League will. Because if we lose the Europa League final, I could see Oli out being heavy. Like heavy if he doesn't. Like I can see it, like we can't even win the second tier competition that we shouldn't be in. Like you can see the whole narrative spinning as well. So we have to win for his sake. And obviously the team's sake as well. We're on a trophy drought. It's been 3 or 4 years since we last won. So I want Manchester United to win it to that bed. Go on.
Will the Glazers get rid of him if he loses?
Probably not, no. Probably not.
That's my point. The fan might ask for it, but I don't think he'll leave the Glazers. The Glazers will keep him.
Yeah, but I think if fan pressure, like is applied heavily, they'll listen. You know
but it's weird with him because obviously there were fans who were at the United game the other day, like 10,000, and he gave that speech after the game. Remember, he gave that speech. And they all seem to be.
Sorry to cut you off. I don't pay attention to his pre-match.
He gave a speech to the crowd after the game, and they all seem to be behind him. You know, like a lot of the fans, like match-going fans, like they seem to be behind him. Like the majority of them still, like is. So that's what confuses me. It's like you see all on social media or Ollie out and everything, but when you see at games and stuff, you know, like the other day, they all do seem to still be behind him, the majority of them.
Let some more of them bad results come in and that will soon change in that. Yeah. Watching some more of that terrible football. It's only because the fans are just gassed to be back. That's what that is. Fans are just extremely happy to be back. Let fans have been around when we're drawing 3-0 games in a row.
The question is, how many fans are singing his name and the chants are going around the stadium? That's how you show if the manager's liked or not. Because
he's
is right. Yeah, Flores is right. People are just happy to be back in the stadiums again.
Yes.
If they've got to be put up with terrible football, I mean, fine, fair enough. I just want to be back. And then you want to listen to a full 90 minutes and hear, right, how many Ollie chants are there? Because that'll tell you how much the manager's liked.
Yeah, wait till next season. Like I said, if this carries on and our football doesn't improve and we go through the bad runs that we do, because our highs are really good. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, our highs are exceptional, but then our lows are really bad. When you're drawing 3 games 0-0 in a row, like that's very telling. But he's lucky. I've said this. If fans are there, I don't think he's still in the job now. If fans are still in the stadium, I legit don't believe that. But that's what saved him, and I think it helped a lot of managers who were under pressure. I think he put Arteta in that boat. I think Mourinho definitely was one of them. He would have been sacked sooner, like 100%. Because fans are very telling. Because then, if fans are booing in the stadium, it then becomes a talking point on TV. So whether it's Sky, whether it's BT, whether it's BBC, and now we're talking about it more on social media and that. Like Ollie's very extremely lucky that fans were in. Imagine that 4-2 against Liverpool with a packed Old Trafford.
Oh, yeah.
After losing to Leicester. Do you get me? 2 days before and at home and that.
Yeah, but do you remember what you guys were like in 2013? I think you lost 3-0 to Liverpool and you guys are still just chanting 20 times for like the whole last 20 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
So who's to say they actually turn on turn on the manager?
Oh no, it will happen. Like Mourinho had it. Like remember those pictures coming out and there was a guy who was sleeping and he stacked loads of plastic cups on his head. You know what I'm saying? And that type of stuff. And boring. And same with Van Gaal as well. Like Nuruddin's always talking about it. Like he brought Snake back to OT because the football was terrible. Like I legit stopped watching.
The same thing with Arsenal with Arteta. Do you remember the photo of the guy with the face mask over his head trying to sleep?
It's only thing that
kept him at the job.
Yeah, they still kept him, but again, like I said, if the grounds was full, it's a different conversation. That's what it is. People are just gassed to be back at football. You know what
was it? You lot lost 3-0 to Spurs and Mourinho was getting that big applause off from the Stretford end.
Because we still had faith in him, that's why. Was that not early in the season as well?
Yeah, very early in the season.
That's my point. Early in the season's different. Like you're going not accept, but you're going to be more tolerant of those type of defeats early on in the season. But I'm saying once it's a continuous flow of things, it's a wrap. 3-0 draws in a row.
Then we'll say, as a United fan, you'd have an idea of where the fan base is at. If you had to group their opinion, how much of a percentage would you say is probably Ole out right now?
I think it's 50-50. I've been saying this. I think it's split. I think it's legit 50-50.
Then you see something split in the ground, and that would probably cause more fights and shit.
If you win the Europa League, what effect does that have winning the Europa League? Do you think it stays at 50-50 or do you think it increases towards more Ollie in than Ollie out?
It might go to like 51-49, 52-48. I don't think it's a major because it's like, you win the... People forget Van Gaal won the FA Cup, you know what I'm saying, and got sacked that summer. Like Mourinho won a Europa League and a League Cup and was sacked a few months later, I think it was. Someone in the comments. But I'm saying, like, trophies, if it's not a big trophy, it doesn't last that long. A Premier League gives you time. A Champions League gives you time. Europa Leagues, League Cups, FA Cups don't give you time because we've seen managers get sacked. Van Gaal and Mourinho, our previous two managers, both won those trophies. That's not what they were brought in to do. Mourinho wasn't brought in to win Europa Leagues and League Cups. Van Gaal wasn't brought in to win FA Cups solely, I should say. The aim is to win Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues. You don't spend the money Manchester United have spent to be winning the second tier and third tier trophies. Our aim is to win Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues. And we shouldn't even be in the Europa League. Let's keep it 100%. You touched on it already, Ryan. We should not be in the Europa League.
Oh, yeah.
Here we are, we're in it. Let's win. Let's win it since we're there.
Jan City always says, shout out Jan City. She always says that if City won the Europa League, it shows that there's something wrong because why are they in the Europa League in the first place? It's like that's why it's like if we end up in Europa League next season, which is still obviously a possibility, we could still be in Europa League next season. It doesn't excite me it does when people say, "Oh, but you'll be one of the favourites to win it." It doesn't excite me because it's the Europa League. We've done something wrong to be in that competition. We should be in the Champions League as a club. We only won the Champions League 2 years ago. It would just, I know it sounds spoiled, but it would seem a downgrade, wouldn't it? A big downgrade just winning the Europa League when we were literally champions of Europe 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's not a downgrade when it's where you've been. Like I said, you've won the Premier League and the Champions League in the past 2 years. So something's gone horribly wrong for you not to be in the Europa League. Whereas if you take a team like Arsenal, if they're in the Europa League, they're used to it being in it. But their aim is still to get into the Champions League and that. Like if Leicester end up in the Europa League, they're not going to be like, we should be in the Champions League. Like that's their aim. But like United and Liverpool, that's what we're looking for. And anything else is failure. For a Leicester, if they finish 50, won the FA Cup, that's not a failure. That's a good season. And they'll go and try and kick on again and eventually try and get in the same with Chelsea and that. What was the whole talk? Now Tuchel needs, if Tuchel doesn't get into the Champions League, and he's not even been there a full season, and it's not his team. But his aim is we need to get in the Champions League, whether it's top four, winning Champions League or both. Imagine the pressure he would have been under if they, say for instance, they don't finish in the top four, which could happen, and then they lose the final to City. That's a different pressure now for Tuchel. So I get what you're saying. But I don't think the Europa League sways it. Not in my mind anyway, because we shouldn't be in it. If he had come into the job and we were in the Europa League and he wins it, like I think Mourinho won it, I think it was his first year, or second year he won it. That's different from where you finish. But we're Champions League bound in it. We was in the Champions. Someone would have told you at the start of this season, United will win the Europa League and finish second. Well, it means we went out of the Champions League in third, and we shouldn't have went out. And the fashion and the manner in which we went out in the Champions League was horrendous as well. If we would have just got beat by PSG twice, and Leipzig beat us once and we drew, we would have been like, all right, okay. But we needed 1 point from 2 games. And lost to Istanbul as well. So it's kind of like, it's still a sore spot. But, all the inners forget that.
Hear that. Right, we will make the move on to Leicester City, and it's been a massive week for you guys as well. First off, want to say, I've already said it to you, but we'll still say it for you on Shameless. Want to say congratulations on the FA Cup final win. And obviously, would have rather it be you guys than any other team in the top 6 if we're being on, top 9 as well, because you've got to include Arsenal into it. But you guys were definitely the better team over the 90 minutes. We were absolutely dog shit. I'm going to be real. Second place team. And it was going to be a game that was based on whoever scored first. And Tielemans got himself an iconic FA Cup final goal. No one's going to forget that in FA Cup final history or in Leicester City history either. It's you guys' first FA Cup final in, I think, 50 plus years at the time. And it's an iconic moment for you guys anyway. We'll go into the second game later on, but still talk to me. What's your thoughts a week after the FA Cup final? How are you still feeling about it?
I'm still. Do you know what? Since football, and it's all been about like them securing top 4 now. To be honest with you, but it's been a mad week. It really, really has. In terms of that, I watched that game and I didn't like. I've on the verge of tears pretty much the whole way through it, and then just kind of like sitting there.
Love to hear that, man. That's beautiful.
Literally, and I was like, and I didn't celebrate. Even when I was sitting with that quick anecdotal thing. That's the first match my mum's ever watched. She don't care about football. She doesn't give a crap. But because it was on BBC, we're like, right, we'll watch it together. And we went in first off, and I'm like, Mum, I trust me, football's normally better than this. I'm really sorry because that
I was going to say, what a terrible first match.
Yeah.
Like, 65 minutes were dead.
yeah, it was just rubbish from both teams, to be perfectly honest with you. However, when the end and the fact that Chilwell, you couldn't have. I came on Lewis's stream afterwards. You can't write that. Chillerman's with a screamer. Then you're looking at, yeah, exactly. So either way, it was unbelievable. I went down to the ground and celebrated with all the fans. It was a strange one because we kind of like, oh yeah, we're being socially distant. No, we're not. Piss off. We just won the FA Cup. So there's kind of a combination of everything. And Leicester's technically, we're still in lockdown. So like the rest of the country, and we've not been out of lockdown since March because we had that weird thing and whatever. So anyway, I'm hoping it doesn't come back to bite us in the arse. However, unbelievable. Again, and put in the comments, I know Felton so over the next 15 minutes. I was like that 20 minutes, 20 minutes left, 10 minutes left. Come on.
I don't know why you were nervous. You scored first and sat back. Like, that's it for Chelsea as soon as that happens.
Yeah, but you've still got unbelievable players on the bench coming on. So we've got to kind of hold on. And then we brought on Wes Morgan. And I was like, Brendan Rodgers is romantic, man. He knows he's leaving at the end of the season and he's going to stick him on Giroud and he knows exactly what we're doing. I was like, man.
Yeah,
and then
romantic.
I just thought,
fuck it, sit everyone behind the ball because we're shit in the final third and that's it. Like, obviously, fair play. Have your final goodbye and everything. I'm not even salty about it. It's just I know exactly what was happening as soon as the first goal went in. Like, it's done. Given
all the defensive players came on, all of them. I mean, Wes Morgan's played 2 games this season, and this is the final that they're going to put him in. So it is what it is. And obviously, I think him, Fuchs, and Matty James are leaving at the end of the season. So the clubs have officially announced that. So it's a goodbye from then. And then, yeah, it's just unbelievable the victories that we've been on and the run, because people will still call us bottle jobs if we don't get top 4. But I'm just like, I don't care, man. I mean, we won the FA Cup. That's a massive step, a massive trophy.
Definitely.
We did what we need to do.
Without question,
Chelsea were always going to come out. We'll probably get onto it later. Whoever, we said this before, Lewis, whoever doesn't win that FA Cup will come out and smash the ball, and go after the other team, which you did.
I was going to say, we should have smashed you guys, but I mean, typical Chelsea in their finishing. We only took it to 2-0 and 1 goal being a penalty. Regardless, this is what we had to do. I don't take anything against Leicester for the way that they played, because we said whoever won the FA Cup was probably going to be the worst team on Tuesday, and that's exactly what happened. It wasn't really the same Leicester City side. Not in terms of the players who played, because there was a lot of players who played both matches, but you guys didn't come out with the same intensity or the same fight.
We were drunk.
And I guess
it
was a post-FA Cup final hangover for you guys. We had a point to prove because we lost the FA Cup final, and plus Amati pissed off half the Chelsea team after the game. Thanks. And they came out with fire. We could have been 4-5-0 up in the first 20 minutes, but Chelsea, as always. But a goal finally turned up, and yeah, Werner, I can't be bothered, innit? Like, Werner had a Werner performance, but
Werner had
Jorginho dropped a masterclass. Rudiger masterclass. The whole back three was just amazing. And I feel like both of us are coming from this week in a semi-good mood. I think with us, even though we lost the FA Cup final, as long as we got the result in the Leicester City game on Tuesday, I'd be fine with it. I'd be able to get over it. We said already that was expectations and everything for both the competitions. This is your first FA Cup final. Is it your first FA Cup ever?
First FA Cup final in 52 years. Apologies for the background. My green screen's not having a happy one today. I think you guys saw behind the scenes. I was trying. Anyway, the first FA Cup final in 52 years since 1969. So the majority of the Leicester fan base weren't even alive when that was the case. I think like Gary Lineker went when he was 8 years old. Like, that's how long it's been. So it's a mad one. So the fact that we got there, and phenomenal. I mean, we've won a trophy that only fans would dream of. You know, when you're growing up, you think, yeah, we could do well in the FA Cup. Yeah, sure. But didn't think that was ever going to be the case. But yeah, the fact that we did it, the celebration afterwards, honestly, even after the Chelsea match, I still went back to that and watched the celebration, because I was like, I ain't tired of that. I'm not tired of that. Just watching the on matches
as well, man. What? Sorry to cut you off. The strike as well from Tielemans, like, to win you a FA Cup final, innit? Like, that is such a fitting moment a fitting moment to win any game, and that fitting moment. Look at Lewis hating. Moment to win any match.
What am I hating on? What am I hating,
man?
Oh, come on, bro. He ain't getting. Nobody's getting that.
Edward
can't pretend
Mendy is
like,
getting
oh, yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
I
It
saw
was-
Tielemans
no,
get
you
the
ain't
ball,
getting
like,
that.
early on in the second
If
half.
it's
I was
the other way
like,
around, mate, you ain't getting that. You
nah,
gotta accept.
Tuesday, I saw Tielemans in space. I was like, go on, take a long shot. I fucking dare you today. We got Mendy in goal. I dare you. Didn't do it. Do you want to know why? Edward Mendy was in goal. That's the difference. It's still a wonderful goal. I ain't trying to take nothing away from it, but still,
Hang on, Lewis. If I recall correctly, right, wasn't Edward Mendy in goal when Xhaka smashed it top bins at the Emirates? He wasn't there to
Lampard
save it there, was he? Oh, Lampard.
Lampard.
That game's still
Yeah,
pissing me off.
Always
A top bin
top
shot is a top bin shot. There's no saving top bin
Exactly.
That
shot.
wasn't
In
a
fact,
top
right,
bin shot.
what I would say, right, is Kepa actually went early. Kepa went early. That's why he got a touch on it.
Xhaka's free kick won top bins.
Then how do you not save it then?
Fucking Lampard tax. I already told you. Even Mendy was declining in December.
Or was
Like,
Lampard behind the goal, like pushing the ball away or something?
Sasquatch. I already told you guys that because he was having a couple howler moments and his play on the ball was not looking
I think
good.
Kepa won't
But
even got a touch on it.
You even saw on Tuesday, Mendy's fucking hard playing out the back now. He can always find the right sort of passes now. That's the difference in manager. He was different in the last few weeks under fucking Frank Lampard.
Goodness gracious.
Frank.
Same with
You
most
really
of
hate
our
Lampard, don't you? You might hate
Nah,
Lampard, bro.
nah, you're trying to twist into a hate thing. I
Bro,
don't
you
hate
man,
Lampard.
quickly twist it around, bro. Let me get the Yardar Chelsea fans on you right now, bro. Let me get a.
You
tweet
think
this
that
out.
your Chelsea fans don't want to be on me already? Like this will just be
To be
another.
fair,
reason for it.
if we get top four on Sunday, I won't slander Arsenal for the whole summer because it's kind of them who got us it last week in a way. So I won't slander them in it.
It's just counted as like a return of
I mean,
the
it'll be
Champions League
hard.
final.
It's like fighting an addiction,
Yeah.
innit? Over the so
It's
it'll be
payback,
like
innit?
fighting
We
an
paid you
addiction,
back
to be
for the
honest.
Champions League final, in a good way. Paid you back.
Exactly.
No, that's true. So we're even in it. We're even.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Cool.
Top bins is top bins.
Yeah,
Standard.
top
Bins,
bins, top
top
bins.
bins.
Great shot. But
Don't take away anything from that goal, man.
all I'm saying is this man is 6'1", and you're telling me a 6'6".
No,
man
but
won't
bro,
reach
I'm
that.
telling you,
That's
Kepa's gone
Pickford's
early for the save. Like he's done
Yeah,
well to
I
even
don't-
get there.
Yeah, of course he's gone early because he struggles with them anyway.
Yo, so who's to say Mendy would have gone early?
Because Mendy don't struggle with long shots.
Oh, except for when Xhaka takes a shot.
I told you,
Or
Frank
Saka.
Lampard tax. When
Xhaka
as
and
Mendy
Saka.
can rip from a long
bins.
shot.
Also, speaking of goalkeepers in the FA Cup final, we have to give Schmeichel credit because them two
Oh, yeah.
saves.
Quality.
Oh, he's
Quality.
been doing it all season.
so
for
underrated.
it.
Can we also give
Quality.
credit to VAR,
that
please?
one, I went, oh. I was thinking, I looked at Matt,
Schmeichel's so underrated,
he's going in,
man.
and then he just, and I was like, my God.
Can't
he's
be
been doing it all
asked.
season,
I was
in
right
that
behind
moment-
the goal for the Mount shot. Fucking infuriating, but great.
What about
save.
for the Chilwell goal?
Man,
Yeah,
I
you-
didn't
yeah,
even
you went-
properly see the ball
I
go
saw
into the
your
back
vlog
of the net. I
for
just saw it. I saw the net.
Bro, do you know
bulge
what,
and
right?
that was it.
When the ball went in, I was like, you know what? That's not going to count. That's against the script. And football is scripted, in my opinion. Now. It has to be scripted at this point. It's a simulation. And I was like, that's against the script, man. That does not
Because you're
count. And then I
losing, yeah?
realised, he's offside. And I was like, there you go. It was
Yeah, he was
so
at least a yard
marginally
offside,
as well.
definitely. You know what I'm saying?
A little bit
It was a
offside.
yard
But you know
from-
what?
A full-on yard
It is what it
offside.
is.
Great
But do you know
decision
what?
from VAR.
I think that for Chelsea fans, that's heartbreaking. Man said 90th minute,
Oh, yeah.
you've just equalised in a final. You think we're back in it, and then nope, VAR offside.
Yep.
Leicester win it.
Yep.
I've been
I
told
thought
Lewis
you
on
lot
that.
watched
That's exactly how I wanted it. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. I wanted to see your Chelsea fans celebrate and then crying at the same time. It's beautiful. It's what I want to see.
It is what it is,
Language
man.
later.
I'm gonna be real. I was
VAR.
more fuming about the offside goal than probably even losing the FA Cup in general.
That must be the worst.
Because-
That must be the worst.
It's happened so many times at the ground, celebrating a goal, and then VAR comes around and just turns it away straight afterwards. And it's like, yep, my first fucking game back in over a year, and VAR's come and fucked me in the arse again. Typical.
It made me realise,
I was Chilwell not watching his line, fam. That's what it is, isn't it? He should have made the. You get me?
Exactly.
Yeah,
It
that's
made
what
me
it is. It's
realise,
only
yeah.
Chilwell,
Which
fam.
is line. If
Watch
that was
your line,
Tierney,
Chilwell.
he's onside.
Yeah, me. If that's Shaw, yeah, me. He's giving that yard.
There you
off,
go,
know what
man.
I'm
Shaw
saying?
and Tierney
That's
keep
what it
themselves
is, innit?
onside there.
You know what,
Shaw ain't got the
Rob,
facilities for
maybe-
that.
Why
Lewis
ain't
was
Sean Tierney in the FA Cup final then?
We didn't
Because
lose the
it's
FA Cup
tax.
final, do we? We're not trying to lose.
Yeah, that's
innit?
facts. And Ollie tax as well. We're in the Europa League.
You man can
final.
lose your finals, innit? If you want it, go do it.
I'd
felt bad for
like
Lewis
to
in
see
the
you lot
goals
make a
as well.
final. How about that?
We did.
Hey, wait,
We beat you
wait,
last time.
one.
We were in a final. So you want to
I'm
keep
talking
talking?
about this season, bro.
We beat
not
you,
your like
Lewis.
Taylor
You
tax.
in the last time.
Oh,
we beat you.
No, you'll talk about the Community Shield again, won't you? If I
No,
talk
we
about
beat you, bro. That's a final,
Yeah.
a cup final. We beat you, lad.
No, I'm
Yeah?
talking
You
about
came to
with the
Wembley.
competent
You took
referee.
an L again.
Talk
Yeah,
to
so
me
don't
about
come to
a
Wembley again.
competent
You're not
referee.
welcome at Wembley, lad. Get
And we
away.
Taylor tax.
Aye, bro, Wembley's my ends, bro. You already know this.
Yeah,
Can't
get
be
out of
arsed.
it, man. We came to your ends. I came on job. Where
Not
were you
last
to be
week,
seen,
come
bro?
on.
What? I took the Community Shield.
No, the FA Cup final. We came to your ends and took it. And you were just watching from a distance, clapping us
to be
on.
about this season, man. Stop about the history conversation. Come on.
But you said the final,
I know,
innit? I'm
I know,
just
like
wanted to
Liverpool,
talk about
Are
it.
you going to be in Wembley for the community?
You mentioned the
Shield again
final.
next
I didn't
season?
bring. Listen, Lewis, I didn't bring the final up. You brought it up, and I talked about it.
I brought up this season's, and you went back
You didn't
last
say
year.
this
to the last
season,
time
bro.
you lot did anything semi-relevant.
You didn't say this season, man. So far this season, Arsenal have got silverware and Chelsea don't.
Semi-relevant, you
Right,
know.
well, yeah, it's the last time they did anything. I said semi-relevant.
We've completed the double this season. We've won the Community Shield and the Super League. Talk now.
The Community Shield.
That's a
Did you know your club wins $5,000 for winning the Community Shield?
$5,000, more than merrier, and that goes for charity. There
You
go.
sure? I feel like that's keeping Scott from
that's
accounting.
3
I
days
feel
wages.
like
No, hold on.
His graveyard, innit?
No, it goes. No, it does go to charity. Arsenal,
There
they're
you
the
go.
charity.
The whole
you know what I'm
point of
saying?
no. The whole point of the Community Shield is for the charity. It's literally a charity thing. Shield. That's what it's called. The charity shield.
Well, speaking about
Right,
Arsenal,
so it's
what
not a
was-
serious trophy then.
It
It
goes
is a
to
serious
Arsenal,
trophy.
they're
What?
the
What you think?
charity,
Giving
man.
a charity is not serious? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Arsenal.
I'm saying the
that's
trophy isn't serious.
Talk
Not
about
the
charity FC,
charitable
bro. You man
donation.
keep losing the
You
FA Cup
are a
finals.
$1 billion company. You can make those charitable donations yourself if you need to. You don't need the. You don't need
Oh,
the
yeah.
global charity
It's literally
shield.
called the Community Shield. You give back to the community.
Community don't want the shield. I can't lie.
The community does want the shield. They want the
Your
money from the
community
shield.
want to piss off to the rest of Asia.
And the Community Shield
Middle
literally
East
looks
in
the same
Super
as
League.
like the Eredivisie trophy, anyways. It's a shield as well.
That's a good point, to be fair.
So,
I'm not
so
gonna
it's
lie.
what?
If
What
the
was
Community
the
Shield
point, right?
was an actual trophy, right, people would not be saying this. Like, do you know how the Super Cup's an actual trophy, right? Or the DFB Pokal. What's it called?
No.
I swear,
I couldn't give a
there's still,
shit when we won
I
the
swear
Super
there's
Cup.
still no handles on the Super Cup.
There isn't.
No, but
I
it's a
couldn't give
trophy,
shit
innit?
when
Like
we
it's
won it.
it's shaped as a trophy, whereas the Community Shield is like a
Has it arrived, man? Has it arrived, Babs?
What? The Super League.
The Super League trophy, you know? I
It
thought you
got
had
lost
it
in
your
transit,
end.
innit? It got lost in transit. I wasn't able to pay
Yo,
the taxes
Babs,
to enter the
Babs,
country.
I've got a question for you. What was all this stuff last night about Arsenal being agreed to be sold? Like, I heard some stuff on Twitter about that.
Listen, there is stuff going on behind the scenes. Everyone knows about that, but there's nothing. Nothing's come
Is it
out.
that Daniel Ek guy?
Yeah, if someone's gonna buy Arsenal, it'll be Daniel Ek.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to see Arsenal sold. You know, like I enjoy seeing Arsenal like this, innit? Sorry, Babs, innit? But like,
It goes two ways for Arsenal. Either Arsenal fans get signings this summer, which is what they want, or get new ownership. So,
yeah, you need new ownership without a doubt. That's the one thing you need. Like, that has been the root of your problems over the last, like say 10, 15 years.
Can we get back to Chelsea slander, please? Like, please.
Yeah,
let's
we got
continue,
Dinishin
continue.
saying Tielemans would not have shot if Mendy was there. I do agree.
He would have, and he would have smacked
Yeah,
it
yeah.
to bits.
Shoulda, coulda, Mendy, man. It is what it is, man.
I don't do it for maybes.
You know what I'm saying? Shoulda, coulda, if, buts, and Mendy's. It don't matter, innit? You know what I'm saying? We
Hey!
won. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? We got there
I
second
I
time.
already said, like, I'd rather it be
That was a
less
good one, man.
than top 6 side, so I'm
yeah.
cool with it.
I'm
Yeah.
with that. Don't get it wrong. I am with that. We
I
all
was
like
so
Leicester.
happy
I could be a lot more salty about the FA Cup, but you know what? I like the story.
Like
innit?
that, innit?
You know what? I was
And like
I was
Durox
happy
says, with a very
Leicester.
charitable donation. Babs, who's in the Champions League final again? Oh yeah, Chelsea, not
I
Arsenal.
couldn't care
I
less. We
love
lost
that
the
you're
Champions League
Chelsea
final last
supporter.
week with the
You
women's
fight
as
for
well.
Conference League. E-Rock, thank you very much for
Bruv,
the
you
donation.
man said
I-
your
I
club
do
lost
agree.
2 finals in 2 days. The
Hey,
Women's
no,
Champions League final
Babs,
and the
Babs,
FA Cup final.
Babs, get it
Please,
right. They
Right,
lost,
continue.
right. We
Babs,
lost
get
two.
it right.
We lost 2 cup finals
What
in
is
2 days. Arsenal
No.
aren't even in a final, so it is what it is.
What is it?
Chelsea lost. They lost 3 finals in 3 days, innit? The men's lost. You get what I'm saying? The women lost,
Yeah.
and then the under 12s got beat as well. It was 3 in
Oh,
3
there
days.
you go, bro. Man, say you're under 12s. You get nah. Listen, man. This is a Chelsea mentality. And I'll be honest though. Let me be serious for a second, right? I think with Chelsea right now is they used to have like these winners in their team, right? You had Drogba, Terry, Lampard, and so on and so forth for spine. What they have now is players like Mason Mount coming through. They've lost 2 finals in a row. Like they've gone to finals, they've lost. That's not going to be good for their mentality. Like they might end up being like Tottenham players, like Harry Kane.
Well, it might be 9th. What leader?
I'm just trying to see if you're saying that with a straight face or not.
No, I'm being
Are you
serious.
holding it as well? I
No,
can't
I'm
be
being
wrong.
fully honest. Though. I think if you keep losing finals, it's not good for the young players that are coming through.
Ala the under
Is it?
12.
Man laughing at
You
the
know what I'm
under
saying?
12. Man. How are you
Well,
laughing at? How are you laughing at year 7?
Bro, our team is the under 12. If that's the case, then
These men have only
Happy
just
days,
gone
like
to primary school, and you got a big man laughing at them. I can't be asked.
Well,
Hey,
you're
hey,
terrible,
hey,
you know.
Hey, once you wear that badge, once you cross that white line, it's a wrap, innit? You are up. You know what I'm saying? You get treated.
Again, I do want to
Look,
say
this
no
Champions League
clean
final
sheets
is
since this man's been injured as
No,
well.
I
Just
was
saying.
wondering when this was going to come.
Just saying. No clean sheets, and he's been injured the whole time.
Yeah.
Who? Danish Maldini. Man.
oh,
Come
Oh,
on.
man, like Andreas Phillips, innit? Maldini Phillips, you know.
Phillips.
We'll get on him later, innit?
Maldini Phillips.
Oh my god.
Oh,
No, but
my
Lewis, man, I'm
God.
telling you, this
Lewis,
Champions League
if we-
final, man.
Lewis,
Because
if
had
we
a
get
feature
top
of your
four on
club.
the weekend, you need to make me a Maldini Phillips penitentiary, bro. I'm not going to lie, innit?
I already seen your man trying to plagiarize my work, the Reece Williams penitentiary. Like, what
No,
is
I'm
this?
not having a penitentiary for him. He's crap, innit? He's the worst centre-back I've seen play for my club, innit? He's rubbish.
Who's
I'm
this?
not having a
21?
Maldini Phillips
Reece
penitentiary.
Williams.
Reece Williams is awful, man. You
No,
brought him
how
from
is it?
Kidderminster.
You lot are wilding in that.
I'm not
They got
even like, you brought him from
against it.
Kidderminster.
No, I'm saying with the whole
Spain's like 21
Maldini
or
Phillips
something.
thing.
Yo, I know I'm violent, but bro, he's been class in it. And that Reece Williams is a joke in it. Like, that's like Maldini Phillips is.
Have they not been playing together? Wait, have they not been playing
Yeah, they
together
haven't
though
played
recently?
together.
Yeah, but Reece Williams is rubbish, bro.
Reece Williams been carrying him as far as a while.
What about Ozil
I'm
Kabak?
saying. Been carrying him. You know what I'm saying? And
Nah.
that. He's carrying him. You know what I'm
What
saying?
happened to Kabak?
Carrying him on his back. You know what I'm saying?
Kabak's rubbish as well, but he's better
Hey.
than Reece Williams.
Put some
Don't
respect
say
on
Virgil van
Kabak.
Kabak. Do not say
Yeah, man,
Virgil.
Virgil van
Virgil
Kabak.
I know this guy too.
Virgil
well,
van
innit? I
Kabak.
knew
There
that
you
was-
go. That's a new name.
I know
Virgil
this
van
guy
Kabak.
too well, innit?
Kabak,
I knew
Kabak.
that was coming.
Hey, and I just want to say, since Virgil van Kabak and you get me,
That's a
and
Virgil
Nat
van
Phillips
Kabak.
have been in, they've kept more clean sheets than Virgil van Dijk. I'm just
Virgil
saying.
van-
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
saying
so
that.
shameless.
I'm
bro.
just saying, if you look at, they didn't concede 7 to Aston Villa. Who was
That was
playing
your
on the
Exactly,
goal.
man.
It's like-
Man, like
that
Virgil
was
van
your
Kabak
goal.
was doing it.
Yo, Virgil van Kabak was doing the bits and that. You know what I'm saying? Virgil
That
ain't
was
even
Joe
the best
Gomez
Virgil
tactic
in
against Aston
Merseyside.
Villa.
Virgil is
And
not even the
Adrian
best
Tack.
Virgil in Merseyside. You get me? I'm just saying, just pointing it out there. You know what I'm saying? Nat Phillips being carried by Reece Williams and that. I'm just saying, innit? You know,
Reece Williams
is
ain't carrying anyone.
I'm just saying, innit? Klopp
Reece
out here
Williams is playing
flopping.
for the. Reece Williams is an agent, bro. He's playing for the other team. I'm telling you, innit?
Nah, I
He's
think
an
Klopp's
agent.
managing for the other. We need to
Like
discuss
Salah,
that.
innit? He's like that Salah geezer, you know.
How Klopp is flop manager of the season and it just flew under the
Yo,
radar. No one's talking
you
about
should
it.
have seen this Twitter space me and Lewis were on last night, innit?
Yo.
Oh,
What happened?
my
Follow
God.
debate went off.
Oh, that
I
was
caught bits and
fucking-
pieces of that actually. I did catch bits
Yeah,
and
you
pieces.
came
of it.
in, yeah.
But yeah. I was just listening though. I was just listening.
Oh,
People, you got very heated in that. Very
got
Yeah,
heated.
pick up Dinesh and saying it's a disgrace that Arsenal can beat Villarreal. I think it's just a fact of life, to be fair.
Can't
M.
beat Villarreal.
Sharif
Not
as
can
well
beat
also
Villarreal.
saying Chelsea lose more than top 10, more than top 6, more than top 4 banter club. I'm not really sure who's he even sending at with that one. I'm not
I think,
even
that's
sure.
I think that's some sort of math formula or something.
No, I
Yeah.
appreciate the donation
I'm
anyway, man.
past
G.
primary school. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, true. True.
But yeah, regardless, we're in a good position. One win against Aston Villa and we're in the top 4. You guys,
But what if
how
you draw?
confident are you- What?
What
It's
if you
whoever
draw? What
doesn't
happens
win. Lose if one team
So
doesn't
what?
win, they don't get top four.
Are you going
Whoever
to
has
Villa
the
Park?
worst result.
Is this Villa Park away?
Villa Park.
Okay, so Villa Park away and Chelsea need to win to secure Champions
Yeah.
League football.
Yeah.
And say if you get a draw and Leicester beat Tottenham,
Yeah.
then what happens then?
Worst result goes out, basically.
Okay,
Unless
so
you
if they
win
win
it.
and you draw, then
If
that means so
everybody
it's possible
wins-
that you drop out the Champions League still.
If
Yeah,
everybody
points off
wins,
dropping out. Yeah, that's fact.
if
No, but
everybody
I
wins,
am
we go out because we're
Yeah.
4 goal difference behind on the same number of points
Yeah.
as Liverpool.
There you go.
I'll get
So
the
we
table.
have to smash Tottenham like 10-0 and hopefully they win 2-0 and we get it on goal difference. But literally it's coming down to that because it's super close.
That's
Yeah,
the
look,
league
so the
table.
goal
But
difference,
you got to
4
beat
goal
Tottenham
difference.
as well. You got to beat Tottenham in that game.
Well, every team has to beat who's playing them. Chelsea, Liverpool, and Leicester City.
I think one of the two
Tottenham
teams
are
right now in the top 4 drop out.
I hope you're right.
I really think. I think someone's
I
gonna
hope
go
it's
against the
Liverpool.
cards and
Look
Leicester
at
will
our
get it.
form, bro. Look at our form. That's
Nah, I know,
bro.
form means nothing. Look at Arsenal's form. We got 4 wins in a row as well. Doesn't
Well, that's
mean
actually
shit.
true, to be fair.
Forget form. You man were Premier League
This is
champions.
the,
last
and
season.
also who have you
Exactly.
played? You played. Okay, you played Man
Premier
United.
League
Man
champions.
United. Man United.
Yeah, Man
You played
United.
2
Burnley.
places
You
above you.
played.
That's where we are.
Yeah, bro, you know what I
Number
mean?
2, second place trophy. Well done, bro. Congratulations.
Man United, bro. Look at Man United's form as well.
How many trophies you won this season and how many finals are you lot in again?
Oh my God, you're getting excited about Europa League.
You lot would love to get excited about Europa League. Look at you here sweating over top 4.
I don't want to be in there in the first place.
You get me? Look at you sweating over top 4 and that. Sweating over top 4.
I'm so nervous.
I can see you over there.
I'm so nervous.
Wiping your brow in it for top 4. Look at how the mighty.
You see this, right? You see when else we used to get top 4, we used to get laughed at, right? Look how all you men are stressed for top 4 nowadays.
Do you want to know why?
Because you nowhere near me.
Wenger was getting top 4 with like Shamak and Denilson.
Exactly, bro. And man don't respect him like that. See that?
Yeah,
Champions League is worth a lot more now than it was 10 years ago. That's why.
What do you mean it's the same value?
The TV deals and everything, money's gone up.
What? So you think your players get extra motive because the owner goes, "Yeah, I'm going to make extra £20 million today"?
No, the owners are. The owners are. To be honest,
Wenger used to get it season in, season out.
Because you never know. Owners could be dropping bonus fees and shit if you get into the top 4. So you never know. It could be.
It is what it is. I'm just saying, like, we used to
get all about the money.
And we used to get violent for it. And it just flipped the switch, innit? But one thing I'll say, right? Okay, one thing I'll say, whilst we're on Leicester, by the way, I think what showed last weekend is how much bigger winning a trophy is than getting Champions League football.
Nope, because Thomas Tuchel literally said he was told by the board.
For me, I'm not talking about football fans. I'm talking about for fans. For fans, right? I think winning that day out to win that trophy, right? Whether it's the Carabao Cup or FA Cup or whatever cup, right? Unless it's the Audi Cup, that don't count, right? But yeah, if you get that trophy, look, Neil can explain it. That feeling is unmatched, right?
But we
I do.
Yeah, no, but take context into account for it. These guys, it's their first FA Cup in 50 years.
No, but look, okay, Lewis,
football club.
If you get top 4,
the only reason why I probably would have even cared was because it's my first game in over a year. I want to see Chelsea win it.
I hate that. But Lewis, say you secure top 4 on next week, right, against Aston Villa, or this week, my bad, right? You won't be celebrating like Neil was last weekend.
In what sense? I would have celebrated if I was there.
They've just won a trophy, and you've got top 4. Like, there's not the same feeling as a fan. To win a trophy, it's like, for me, it's the best feeling ever.
I think the FA Cup might have been bigger for Neil than top 4 would have been for me. If that's what you're saying, yeah, I do agree with that. But
I'm not saying what would you rather have. I'm just saying the experience of a fan. And I've seen my team win trophies, for example. I've realised the feeling. It's unmatched. It's the best feeling ever.
No, but we've got bigger things as well. Like, we've got a Champions League final next week.
One thing I'll agree with,
but you can't just discredit the FA Cup completely like that, Lewis.
I'm not discrediting the FA Cup.
That's what it is, dude.
No, I've said from a Chelsea perspective, FA Cup is a bonus trophy. Like, if we have a shit season and win the FA Cup, I don't care.
The bonus trophy is the Carabao Cup. The FA Cup is a trophy that you want to win.
And we've won the FA Cup on top of something else, it adds to it and makes it an even better season. But when we finished 5th and beat Manchester United to win the FA Cup, I celebrated for about 30 minutes. And that was it. Then I just realised we were 5th and we still had a shit season.
That was
we finished 5th but won the FA Cup and I didn't give a shit.
Yeah, it's all about context. Like you say, for Neil as a Leicester fan, FA Cup over top 4 because he wants to see his. But for Chelsea, I mean for Liverpool,
I'm not saying make a choice.
It's top 4. No, it's not a choice. What I'm saying is it's not a choice thing. It's all about
Neil, if you get top 4 this weekend, right, and you secure top 4, will you be more happier on that day than you were on the FA Cup final day?
I don't know. Let's see if we do it, and then I'll tell
you. Would you? Will your fans be outside your ground celebrating with flags? Yeah. Would they?
Probably.
What, the same way?
Yeah.
The FA Cup
I'm
final.
going down to the ground after we get top 4.
Yeah,
winning the trophy for me is always.
You know what it is? No. Vibes. You're talking. What it is short term over long term. Short term on the day.
I'm not saying short term. I'm saying as a fan's experience.
No, as a
lot of you guys would say Champions League. You say Champions League. Get football is great for the club's future. Couldn't give a shit about it. I'm talking about as a fan, you want the best days out, and winning a trophy is the best days out.
On that day,
but it's also
can be away days as well, though.
No, but it's also
this is how I look at it, right? In 10 years' time, if Chelsea, let's say they get top 4, right, but they don't win the Champions League and they don't win the FA Cup, right, you're not going to go back and say, oh, the year we won nothing. You're not going to say the year we finished 4th, right? Whereas Leicester fans, 10 years' time, even if they get 5th this year, they'll still say, that's the year we won the FA Cup.
I hear that. I get what you're saying.
There's a memory there, you've done something.
Flawless was saying.
Yeah, it's all about like where you're looking at it in context. That's what it is. Like for Louis' perspective, he's looking at top 4.
When I was watching Leicester last week, like I was so happy for them because I like Leicester as a club in it, and you could see the fans' emotion when they won it and how big it was for them. And I loved the owner celebrate. When I saw the owner celebrating, I loved that. But it made me jealous at the same time because as a Liverpool fan,
You lot don't
The
win
FA
domestic
Cup
cup
is-
competitions.
That's
Alright,
because you
calm down,
support
Paul.
business. You
But
man
the FA Cup
support
is-
business. I support club. That's all right.
I'm not
but the
lying.
FA
You lot
Cup is
don't
the
win.
only trophy that I haven't really seen us win properly. Because the last time we won the FA Cup, I was 6 years old, innit? But I've seen us win the League Cup, the Champions League, and the Premier League since then. So the FA Cup is the one thing that I really want to see now, just to complete it all. Do you get what I mean? So I felt jealous at the same time, but I was so happy for them because I love the way Leicester have come up as a club. I'll be honest.
Also, with the FA Cup, I think where it gets added value is because it's right at the end of the season.
Yeah,
When the Carabao Cup
yeah.
loses value, because it's mid-season. You're like, oh, okay, it's a great trophy, but
this one
you
was-
got games left.
This one still we have still
Exactly,
games
that's the
left.
thing.
Yeah,
What it
but
should have been,
normally
right?
it's right at the
It should have
end.
been after all the games, so you would have
Yeah.
either qualified top 4, whatever. Then you can really celebrate the FA Cup if you
Yeah.
win it.
Maybe we could have played a stronger team too, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Jorginho tax.
What do you mean Jorginho attacks? You begged for him at your club last summer.
Why didn't you close him down?
That's true.
Why didn't you close? I didn't beg for anyone.
They
It
got
wasn't
I wanted him.
Jorginho's
Nah.
fault, man. Come
They
on.
got Thomas Partey on the
close
same
him
day.
down.
Might as well
I
go
love
for
Reece James,
Jorginho.
and he was probably our man of the match that day. But it was his howler pass that cost us.
Your
the
fans
game,
were
bro.
disagreeing on that, bro. A lot of fans.
Of course, because our fans love to scapegoat Jorginho.
Jorginho
for everything.
Vats.
Yeah, they
Oh,
blame
well, listen,
Jorginho
man.
for everything. That's why.
Yo,
Everything is Jorginho's fault. If we get knocked out of the Champions League and Jorginho doesn't start, it will still be his fault somehow. That's
they
the
were
way I
looking for
had this.
Jorginho on the
Every team
deadline
had a
day.
player.
And that's the day they brought Thomas Partey. They might as well have brought Jorginho. I ain't gonna lie, innit?
Jorginho would have been better. for them.
Jorginho don't have them. He don't vibe. He don't pass the vibe test like Partey passed the vibe.
I
Yeah,
want, so you can't
any
make it. You
vibe
can't
test
make
has
it
got
now.
you
The
without his
vibe
name
test
like you do
gets
with
you
Partey.
far in football, bro. That
gets
vibe,
you
you have
nine.
to have that
Very
vibe,
right,
bro.
man. You
Get
gotta
to know about
get
them
the
vibes,
top
yeah.
of the Thomas
Look, when you
Partey.
got
ready for
stiff
the Europa
midfielders
League.
like Jordan Henderson, he don't have them vibes, right? He don't have vibes like that, bro. He don't have
Well,
the
he's
zoom
got
zoom
an
in him.
FA he's got a Premier
Has
League.
he got the zoom zoom?
And
Oh,
the
it's
Champions League
fucking
medal.
Yeah, but that
I
doesn't
remember
matter.
that Champions
If you
League
don't have the
medal as
vibes, forget all the trophies.
League One, you can have vibes. I don't care.
well. No, but
Vibes
Bam,
pass first.
we have to.
Look,
we have to- I
Amate
think-
passed all the vibe tests, in my opinion.
Look at
I
this
think
fucking
bringing it
Amate
on
and
to
Partey both passed the vibe.
I think
Garnier
bringing
to
it
pass on
onto
the vibe
this,
test.
we have to
Yeah,
talk
what
about
happened to
Thiago.
Amate, bro? Man been locked
We
up
have-
ever since then.
We
Listen,
have to
he's got
talk
his
about
medal, innit?
Thiago Alcan fucking Tari, you know. My guy Thiago, you know, putting in master.
He don't pass the vibe test, innit?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
just
has,
passed
he
it.
has.
Yeah, hella thumbs up in it. That's him, man. 240
He don't
thumbs
pass
up
the
there.
vibe test.
Yo, if
Steve.
he
When he went
puts those
from-
thumbs up-
when he went
yo,
from
if he puts those
Brazil
thumbs up
to
again,
Spain,
I'm
you don't
putting
pass
those
the vibe
thumbs
test
up,
like
you know,
that.
it pisses
He
me
failed
off,
the vibe
but,
test.
like, no, but Thiago, like next season, Thiago will be the second best midfielder in the league behind Laville, innit? He'll be ahead of that Kevin the Cross merchant. He'll be ahead of that Kevin the Cross merchant geezer, innit? Man, like Kevin the Cross merchant, you know,
Yes,
overrated.
He is.
I can say that freely,
I
innit?
will
She's not
happily
there,
make the
innit?
switch
But
to
like,
Liverpool now. We'll talk about Alisson and his bullshit 96
Oh,
minute
yeah.
goal. Literally
Yeah,
just
yeah,
add
I've
the
been waiting
icing
for
on
this.
top of the cake to the weekend from hell, bruv. First we drop an FA Cup final, then the women's team just get absolutely piked by the real Invincibles, and now
Then the under 12s
Alisson
got
with
beat.
96. Yeah, and then under 12 now, can't be on. Alisson, bruv.
Look,
96
hey,
minutes
Lawrence,
from
how did you find that
Alisson.
out?
What?
Say that again.
But under 12s, where did you find
Somebody,
that out?
somebody,
Were you
somebody,
searching it up?
nah,
Oh
somebody
my God.
DM
Why?
me.
You
No,
trying
you
to
deep
see
diving,
Arsenal
like-
on top of the
Somebody
league
DM me about it,
some
innit?
trophy.
No, I'm
See
just
that-
asking. I'm just asking. How would you know? Like, would you
Please
search it
don't
up?
ask
You know what it
DM'd
is? Somebody,
today.
somebody DM me, and you know who it was who DM'd it me, and you can get onto it
Please.
when she's on the show next week. Yan City DM me.
Nah,
and-
it
What,
wasn't.
Yan
She wanted me to
City?
get a chance. Yan City DM me.
Has Yan
But they
City
lost
been
to
going?
City. No, because they lost to
What?
City. It was,
So
they
what? Did
lost
she
to
be
City.
celebrating under 12s? Is she gonna have a
Yeah,
pledge?
like-
You're all
when you see
shouting
them
over
tweet-
each other. Legit. You're all just shouting over each other.
Asking-
I don't want to be
ask-
Lewis, but still.
Yeah.
Well,
Bless you.
I wouldn't
Ask her
imagine
next week.
she'd have been this shameless, you know. I'm not
Ask her-
gonna
ask
lie.
her next week.
That is
She
Get on to
Yeah,
Yan
yeah.
City then, mate. She
Yeah,
be checking
yeah,
them
yeah.
out, checking out
That's
the under
only
12
Chelsea
results.
City results she'll be celebrating. I can
Yeah,
tell you
ask her
that.
when you
But then
see
I'm
her.
trying to
innit?
figure out how would she know? Would she have like seen it? Maybe she's come from Manchester. Maybe
I
because of
have.
that, I don't know.
I don't know, innit? Like, talk
Maybe
to
she
her,
might have a
innit?
nephew or someone in the team. I don't know.
Talk
Get
to
the
her,
likes
innit?
up. Get the likes up as well, innit? But
Damn
yeah, that's
right.
how I found it out.
Maurice
She
saying
DM'd
Babs
me.
go to Leeds, Aston Villa, Wolves chat, you're ninth.
We're above all of them wastemans. Yeah, come talk now. Yeah, come talk
Well,
now.
what do you think about Nuno leaving?
All,
Nuno-
all them Villa
Nuno's
fans that were
so
on.
overrated.
Hang on. We'll get into the second round. All these Villa fans, right, were on to me. Right, early. Oh, Villa are gonna finish 10 places above Arsenal. Villa are 10 points above Arsenal. We mean shit, and we're still 5 points clear of you, wasteman.
To be fair, Babs, you sold your best
levels, man. You're going from getting pissed about Chelsea.
No, I just find it funny. I used to say the same. I'm not set for Aston Villa. I'm not set for Aston Villa. Get it straight, like all I'm saying, bruv. You've got a Norwich scarf behind you, anyways. Shut up, bruv.
What? Are you pissed because they took the better goalkeeper or something?
No. Hang on. That's the point. No, that's the point, Lewis. Right. So they were going to me. I was going, why is Aston Villa fans in my mentions? And I go, oh, I've just got to tweet about Martinez. And they're going, oh, we got the best goalkeeper. I said, okay, cool. You got a goalkeeper. Fair enough to you guys. Oh, we'll move on with it. Oh, but look at you. You're a Finnish club. Look at us. We're above you now. And I was like, bruv, you're Aston Villa for God's sake. Like, why are you chatting to me?
They'll finish above you next season. Next season.
Well, not when we take Super Jack.
Wait.
Not when we take Super Jack from them.
And he's over there beefing with Villa, you know. This is how the man.
I'm not beefing. I'm trying to tap you up for Super Jackie.
Bro, I wasn't even beefing with Villa when they beat us 7-2.
Bro, they beef with me. And this is my club's fault, right? Is they've given like Leeds fans and Villa fans the ammunition to come at me. Why are you giving me this?
Babs, you need to go chat to Leeds, Villa, and Wolves and them, man. That's your level now. You know what I'm
Brighton
saying?
and Fulham and them, man. That's not my thing, innit? Right? I already chat to Brighton and them, man.
We lost 7-2 to Villa. I
just found it funny. That's all it was. And then, let me ask you a question, right? If Arsenal were to get 7th place on the final day of the season, which is possible, I'm not saying it's not possible, would that be a mid-table finish, or is that top off? What is it?
Mid-table,
because it's near the middle.
Is it mid-table? But that's European football, technically.
No, that's mid-table. European Conference League.
You should be doing a lot better.
No, we should be doing better. Who's saying we're not?
What size of a club you are, you should be doing a lot better than 7th.
But surely you want to count European football as mid-table.
They've invented this new competition just to put you in there.
No, but that used to hang on. But that place used to be Europa League places, so you still would have got.
But it's still all right then. So that's like if they open next season, they bring a new European competition and 8th and 9th get competition.
No, Florence, you're not understanding. That 7th used to go to the Europa League, so it was still European places.
Yes, I'm not disputing that, but it's still near the middle of the table, yeah. Even though it's 7th,
it is what it is. Life goes on. Let me just laugh.
If you finish between 7th for like,
if you do get 7th, what is it this year? What do you get?
Huh?
What do you get this year if you get 7th?
Into total
conference league.
There you go.
I don't want it. I'm not saying I want it. I just it is what it is. But that competition is made for Spurs. Like UEFA, just like we need to get these guys a trophy. So if they,
what do you mean, man? When your biggest European achievement is the fucking Cup Winners' Cup?
That's the Europa League.
It's not the Europa League.
There is a Europa League. What's wrong with this guy? It is a Europa League.
Cup Winners' Cup.
It used to be the Champions League, the Champions League.
It used to be the UEFA Cup.
Second division.
It used to be the UEFA Cup.
No.
Yeah,
so the way the Cup Winners' Cup works is you start the Champions League, which is for the champions only, and then the Cup Winners' Cup for all the teams.
Well, wasn't the Cup Winners'
that was the second
winners of Cup? Of like the cup competition.
Yeah, exactly. So the first competition used to be Champions League. It was the European Cup, and then there was a Cup Winners' Cup. So it was like
but that's a
completely
different. No, but that's a completely different competition.
No, but at that time, there was still the second tier trophy of Europe.
So there wasn't a UEFA Cup then. In fact, I'm gonna do my research.
No, because there wasn't that. Now they want more money in it. That's what UEFA want. They want more money, so they brought in the Europa League. They brought in to get more teams. Now they got the. Why do you think the Conference League is created? It's to get more money from these TV sponsors to get more televised games.
Perhaps do you even want the Conference League, bro?
No, I don't want it. I don't want it. But what some Arsenal fans have claimed is, we can use it for the youngsters. If I'm in that competition, I can't be losing that competition.
Yeah, really to teams from Lithuania and
exactly, bro. It's not even that. Do you know what's funny, right? Villarreal might get Conference League football if they don't win the Europa League.
So Ronaldo, Florence's goal might get it as well.
Nah, I
think the way it works is 7th gets it in La Liga, 7th gets it in Premier League, and 7th in other leagues as well, or something like that. But it's basically Europa League, just a B-Tech version of it. But it is what it is. I can't really change it. I've accepted it. We've had a shit season, so we just move with it.
Denison saying 4 back-to-back wins, so Arsenal are back, fam. Love to see it. We were on Liverpool as well before that, didn't you?
Oh yeah, we talked about Arsenal.
Yeah, no one don't care about Liverpool.
Back into the Arsenal slander.
Yeah, I don't care about Liverpool.
Ryan, on a level, how confident are you for your top 4 hopes? Who have you guys got in the last game of the season?
He's quaking in his Salah socks. He's quaking in his Salah socks. That's what.
This is my time to speak in it. You chill with your Ollie. You chill with your Ollie shirt behind you in it. You chill with your Ollie shirt in it. Like Ollie's at the wheel in it. That's what. Man's got that written on his hoodie, innit? Man's got that on his pink hoodie. Ollie's at the wheel, innit? He just don't want to show it. Like,
data quality photo, bunda.
Yeah, see, you can't even get quality photos of these man, innit?
Comment up.
No one don't care.
Fucking brilliant. Arsenal are gonna find some fucking Wi-Fi password. It's a team.
To be fair, that same joke was made when we made it into the Europa League, so it's not really new.
That was still funny though.
You guys
First
stay
half,
up from them, man. Fucking hell.
Yeah, serious. You're not gonna be playing Lithuania. You get me? Dynamo kebab and
Yeah,
chips,
Babs,
teams in
Babs,
Ireland.
That's a good
Exclamation
question.
mark.
Like what Mohammed said. Imagine being an Arsenal fan, talk about winning European Cups. Do you think you'll see Arsenal ever win a Champions League in your life? Like, I'm being serious, innit?
I already have.
Okay, all right. The real big ears.
Say the
everything
men's.
like that,
The
innit?
men's.
The one
Career
where
mode,
They're all the same. There's no real
The
fake.
men's-
It's all the same.
No. The men's one. That's
The
what we're saying.
men's
Not the
one,
women.
yeah.
I
not the
believe
under-
women
not
have
the under
equal
23s.
rights.
Oh, jeez.
Well done, mate.
Oh,
Really
okay.
pushing the feminism there.
This is why
Yeah,
this is what
serious.
Shameless said.
Equal
you
rights.
said it.
They're all
Yeah, I said that
equal.
when-
We're all equal.
Yeah, they do. Big
Man
up
said
the
that with so much
Chelsea
chest,
ladies,
you know.
Champions. Let's go.
We are all equal.
Yeah, this
Damn
guy,
right,
man.
Chelsea ladies are dominating just like the Chelsea men's. You love to see it. Nim's saying
again,
that make
and they're
this
losing
episode
finals as
longer
well,
since
too,
it's
so-
the last one. Bro, this ain't the last episode.
This ain't the
We're
last
still
We ain't
going
going
on
nowhere.
for the summer.
We ain't
This
going
ain't
nowhere. Are you
disappearing
mad?
when the football goes. Nah, no way.
When United are busy crying over not getting Sancho again, Shameless FC
What
will
was that?
still be on.
See how he stumbled across that, innit? Like
Listen,
you stumbled
flawless,
into
right?
the top
I've heard a good rumor, right? That if
Just
you
like
don't get
Wolves
Sancho,
fumbling
you're
to
gonna go for
Champions
Willian.
Say that again. You've heard
If you
rumors
don't go for
what?
Sancho, you're gonna go for Willian. This
Alright,
top
that's
class
a lie.
Do you
Brazilian
want
right winger.
Salah? Yo,
We
you
more
can take
like-
Salah if
He
you
wants to
want.
stay in London. He'll go Tottenham. I've told you on the group chat. He'll go Tottenham. They can
You
take
reckon
anybody.
Nuno's taking him? I don't think Nuno's
Imagine-
going to take him.
imagine
though,
that.
if Nuno goes
What-
there.
He'll complete all the London clubs.
Legit,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
moving
yeah.
like a prostitute.
Hang on, but literally, I swear Darren Levy's quote was that he wants to bring back entertaining football back to Spurs, right? Isn't giving the job to Nuno just going basically to a baby Mourinho?
Yeah, facts.
I hear that.
Doesn't
You
make
know,
no sense.
Salah overrated.
And also,
You know
hang on. If you're Harry Kane, right, and you go, okay, rebuild Levy, right? They were saying rebuild, right? He goes, Nuno. He got sacked by Wolves. The fuck? How am I meant to win trophies with Nuno?
He's gone for the same thing. He's gone results over like any playing style. He's just
It's
got
not
this
that
guy.
influence,
Can be
you're getting it
relevant.
wrong.
haven't been good from
He's
Nuno's
gone
team.
for-
They got smashed 4-0 by Burnley.
He's
that's true.
he's going
4-0.
for
At home.
Levy's
at
going
home.
for managers that are good European football
home.
managers, right? But they're all saying no to Spurs. They're saying we're not going to go to that dusty little club. We're staying away from that. That's all it is.
But I think
Who
Nuno's
wants
overrated.
to go to that club? No, be honest. Who wants to go to that club? At least
No
with
one,
Arsenal,
but,
you've got with Arsenal, right? You could say Arsenal are probably the biggest club in France because of our French heritage with Henry and Wenger and Vieira. Spurs have got no heritage except for losing, right? So who wants
get
to
your
go to a losing club? They've not
They
got a
are.
league title in the past. They've got no history, no future, and no present. They're just shit.
Yeah, they are in trouble. I've been saying this for the longest. They are in trouble, Spurs, definitely. Your best player wants to go. That could start where Son wants to
But
leave and
my
Dembele,
Spurs-
Højbjerg, all these
yeah,
players
exactly.
decide to go as well.
I
So,
know
yeah, they are in
Spurs
trouble.
friend summed it up perfectly. He
Legit
literally
though,
said,
Babs,
he,
are you that far behind in terms of Spurs banter? I mean, you're not that. In my opinion, you're not that far behind
no,
in terms
but
of banter.
I think you forgot what I'm trying to say, Neil. I'm saying if players want to go to
Don't
Spurs,
say that, Neil.
what,
We're nearly a game off
what
saying
are they
Tottenham
looking at? Oh, fuck that
time in
shit.
5 years.
What I'm saying is, if you look at Spurs as a club, right, they haven't got any heritage in the first place. At least Arsenal have something in the past that we won, that we've got some sort of heritage, right? Spurs have not got that. They're not got no
It was
future.
Nottingham
at home.
Forest and Newcastle.
Yeah,
This
but
is
that was in the
football
1980s. We're talking about
heritage.
recently as well. Even at our worst period,
History
like,
is history,
you know,
bro.
Even in our worst period, right, we've still won a couple of FA. It's still more than what Spurs have won in the last 30, 40 years, right? That's how the levels are in North London right now. Spurs is just shit. But what they are, as my friend summed up, they're Tottenham Hotspur Stadium Club. That's all that matters to them. The stadium. Getting the NFL win, getting the money for the stadium, and that's it. Bro, they charge £60, right?
Oh, really?
And their players could not even come out after the game to clap the fans. They're violating them, bro. Violating them. That's just a violation in its own.
They
don't
And
give
at
a
least with
Levi's
Arsenal,
and
right?
Arsenal
This is
covered.
what for Arsenal, right? One thing
Levy.
that gives you the littlest of hope for Arsenal, right, is we got a cool first thing. You got the young players coming through, so there's something there. Secondly, if Kroenke was to ever sell, we've got a person who wants to buy Arsenal. Cool, Daniel.
Yeah.
We paid off for the stadium. If someone wants to buy Spurs, which is not gonna happen in the first place, who wants to buy Spurs? That's just a waste of money, right?
But-
But if someone wants to buy Spurs, you got to pay for that stadium as well. Who's gonna pay for that?
Yeah, that's true. That's a
Yeah.
good point, in fairness. Yeah, that's good.
You got to pay for the stadium. You got to pay for the club itself. You got to pay for a lot of other debt they probably have as well from loans they've taken.
Not
out.
even
lot
if
of
you can
Ed
even
Wood
buy into
squad.
Spurs being a big club.
And also, they don't
them
have.
having
There's
history.
no. Who's Spurs' next generation right now? Like this.
You got a
I
point.
can't fi-
It's
I really can't see it. They had to win now with Harry
If
Kane
they
and with
accept our
Potter's there.
swap deal, Tammy Abraham.
But that's the thing. They don't have any young players. They've got no. That's why, as a Spurs fan, it must be very hard right now because you've literally got.
Yo,
nothing.
what's that guy called? The parrot guy, innit? Like,
Yeah, look,
parrot
Troy.
guy,
They got Troy Parrott.
Year,
They got some Marvel character like player with Dane Scarlet or some shit like that. Like, there's no youngsters.
Wait,
yeah,
Spurs.
yeah, he sounds like a Marvel character to me. Dane
what's his
Scarlet.
name? Okay, all right.
Sounds
Yeah,
like
I don't know who he
another
is.
character.
They got Oliver Skip though, so that guy who looks 30 but he's actually 22. They got him. Someone check his passport. But yeah, they don't have a future. That's just look, as an Arsenal fan, it's funny. You laugh it up. But if I was to be a football fan, I'll go, right, it's bad for you guys right now. And they don't have an owner that's going to invest in the future and buy young players. If Kane goes, what do you trust them to spend that money the right way? Have they done it in the past? Who have they last signed that was a great signing for them? Reguilon.
Yeah, it is peak for them.
Reguilon on Dembele hasn't worked out for them either. The big money signing ain't worked out.
We have to credit Reguilon for that goal of the season contender the other day.
Bro, I'm telling you, man had a 10 out of 10 off the pitch, but a 0 out of 10 on the pitch. Yeah, his girl on off the pitch. You get me? But he dropped a stinker right in front of her. She's like, yo, I want to leave you now.
I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Bro, and I remember with Reguilon. I remember his tweets as well. I think it was when they beat or drew Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, right? And they're going. I think his tweet was when you drew at Stamford Bridge, but you're still top of the table. How have Spurs gone right from top of the table, fighting for the title? Right? Remember that they were fighting for the title in November. Mourinho was the one. He's back again, and now they could finish 9th.
It's because Bobby Firmino ended them. Bobby Firmino scored a last-minute winner.
No, it's because they sacked the only bit of winning integrity that they had.
That fall from grace is massive, man. And this is what I'm saying. They have the reason why Levy brought in Mourinho is going, listen, this is my last chance to win something with Harry Kane. Now they can't get a Mourinho again. Who are they gonna get? Seriously, who are they actually gonna get?
Nagelsmann. Sorry,
Nagelsmann's got Munich, fam.
So if you want to join Tottenham Hotspur, right, you go, okay, so manager might be Nuno Espirito dos Santos, so, okay,
he's overrated though.
all right, manager, 8 Mourinho, 8 Pochettino. You got a stadium, cool, fair enough, but ultimately what else do they have? A future? No. An owner that's going to back their team? No. A history of winning trophies? No. So then why would a player want to go to Spurs?
Money.
That's
money as well, but let's not act like other teams are not paying you money. Because what you're forgetting, Neil, right? Is Spurs don't actually offer that much money because of like the owner's pretty tight. They don't spend. Some players they give it to like Harry Kane, obviously, but other players they don't. Right, so it's not like they offer massive wages either. It's just a problem.
You do have a point, like on Spurs, but I know you basking in it over there. But what you're saying is pretty much spot on about Spurs. Like we know they struggle. They don't have what Arsenal have in terms of the heritage and the stadium. But they've got a new stadium now. But that's pretty much it. And then your best player wants to leave. You currently don't have a manager, etc., etc. So they're struggling. But that's North London.
Kissing more England badges than Tottenham badges in them pictures.
Something's going wrong down there, man. And it's North London, man. North London's a dead zone. I don't know what's happening over there.
Badge.
Why has it got more pictures of Piers Morgan?
You got Rashford kissing the badge more than he does.
He's kissed
Genuinely
the badge merchants.
No, not kiss the badge merchants. He ain't kissing nothing. Look how far we're scrolling. I haven't found a single one.
It's just deep because he actually did a public interview with Gary Neville, and even in the interview, the man's saying, "Yo, you know what? Yeah, I can't be asked for this anymore." Like he literally come out and said it now. I feel bad for him. He said like, oh, it's in my hands the future, and I'll discuss with Levy and blah 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 and all this stuff. But someone's got to free that guy, man. Someone's got to get him out of that stinky pissy club, bro.
Nobody's gonna pay it. Nobody's gonna pay it.
Yeah, bro, we got to do some community service. Let's do a GoFundMe to get Harry Kane out of Tottenham Hotspur.
I pick up 2-bit with the donation. Say
he must have a release clause somewhere. You know, if you do if we all collect the money, do a GoFundMe, get all the money in, and then really pay the release clause or something like that. It must be a buyout clause.
Wild, isn't it? I don't know why. You know what? This is so shameless because I don't know why Skulls even get
Lewis,
mentioned.
I want to go into Flawless or something. You know,
Here we
when
go,
you mentioned this Nuno geezer, all I've heard, is I said on Flawless' show yesterday, "Oh, Nuno's hella overrated." And Flawless was like, "Have you been drinking and shit like that?" And then it's like, but this guy won't credit Graham Potter. Nuno's hella overrated, you know. Such an overrated.
This is the man who doesn't like Salah, by the way.
No, I don't like Salah's an agent in it, but like,
Man, when you a Champions League and a Premier League,
this guy
other legends. Wait, hold on.
Hold up. The only reason why you are where you are is because of Salah.
The only reason why you actually have a chance of top 4 from being Premier League champions is because of Salah.
No, it's because of Naldini Phillips, you know.
He helped you win a Premier League and a Champions League on top of that. Something. Wait. Something your other legends couldn't do. You love Torres. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't win you a Premier League.
Yeah.
And he flopped in the Premier League. Suarez flopped in the Premier League. You know what I'm saying?
Suarez won the League Cup. Yeah, and if it weren't for Gerrard being a muppet, Suarez would have won a Premier League on his own.
Yeah, shoulda, coulda, didn't, innit? You know what I mean? If buts and Mendy's in it. That's what it is.
No, but you rate Nuno, even though Nuno plays shit football, yeah. Nuno plays shit football. Graham Potter plays some of the best football in the league, yeah.
I'm not.
You don't get that agent out of this, innit? Get that agent out of this show, innit? I'm sick of him, innit?
I'm not disputing his football. What I'm saying is he'll finish above. He's finished above Graham Potter this
because
season.
He's got Ruben Neves and Graham Potter's got fucking Adam Laluza in midfield.
Who signed Ruben Neves?
All right, hang on. Let me get it straight. Remember when Son was about to sign a new contract? When Slav was saying, because he's getting an emoji. Don't forget, he was getting an emoji, right? Yeah, he's signing a new contract. If Kane wants to leave Spurs, why would Son want to stay?
Yeah, that's a valid point.
Yeah, that's facts.
We spoke. I think I've said that before as well about that. Like it could be.
As a comment says there, innit? It says
their top stars could decide to leave and Spurs could dip.
But they don't have that many top stars in the first place. To be honest with them, they don't. Players like Dembele, for example,
Bav's just
they go, why would I want to stay here? Why would I want to stay here?
I talked to Bav, Slav about this yesterday, right? And I was talking. So when we bought in Tielemans, he was offered to Spurs and Man United, and both of them said no. They for 35 mil we got him for.
Do you know what I'll say with Spurs, right? This is what I say with what's happened to Tottenham Hotspur recently, right? Is they've gone away from what used to work for them, which was signing players that suit their profile. They might not be big names, for example, but they suit their profile. Now, on Dembele, £50 million signing. Did he suit them? It hasn't worked out for them so far, has he? He's a great player, but not for Tottenham Hotspur, right? Reguilon, Man United won him, he must be good. Let me sign him as well. So they're not actually signing the right profile of players either. Like when they signed Son, for example, he wasn't wanted by that many clubs when he was at Bayern Leverkusen, but he still signed for them, and look how it worked out for them. Players like Dele Alli, for example, Dele Alli has less Premier League goals than Alisson does this season.
But he ain't been playing.
A lot of people.
But who cares? He's an outfield player. How's he got less goals than a goalkeeper?
Well, Alisson's the best striker in the league, so it doesn't matter, innit?
And that club is really. I think it's weird because they had a generation of talents. Remember that they had Kane and Ali. They were meant to lead Spurs to glory. Ultimately, those players have just ain't worked out for them, man. That was their only hope. And I see a lot of Spurs fans say, we want our Tottenham back. What is your Tottenham?
What is your 15th Tottenham?
15th in the league and losing cup finals. What is your Tottenham? Well, when you had
when you see the Tottenham DNA, like what is the DNA in it?
I don't know what the Tottenham DNA is, bro.
Where's their phrase? To dare is to
dare to lose.
It's to dare is to do, but they don't.
To dare is to do, yeah.
To dare is to lose, man.
Babs, man, stop sticking the boot in. This is me.
I'm sorry. I feel. I can't believe I'm saying. I feel bad for that.
Bro, it's like even when we beat these like in the Champions League final, like we were shit in that final, but we only won because they were crap in it. They were even worse.
And even after that, you had Lucas Moura holding his Champions League medal like he's won something.
I was telling you this. You lost stat padding against Spurs in the Champions League final. That's exactly what I said.
I still got to touch the trophy.
And do you know whose fault this is, right? This is the fault of Daniel Levy. The guy did not back much of Pochettino, right? Didn't back him. Yeah, you had the manager there, you had the young players, or you were bringing through the players like Kane, enter his peak years. You had players like Ali, Ali's still like 23 years old, by the way, or something like that. Is he? How old's Ali now?
Oh, no, I think he's older than that, in fairness.
Yeah, but still, he's in his peak years. This is meant to be him at his prime. He was compared to Lampard and Gerrard when he was like 21. Remember that? Mm-hmm. And look, he's not in player right now. All he's doing is off the field antics. Have you seen that article of him about
did
you see like that? I think the title was
Get your popcorn.
Yeah, bro. It's just I find it funny. Obviously, it's an Arsenal fan, but at the same time, I'm going, bro. If you're a Slav right now, like, what do you have to look forward to?
That's true. That's a good point.
And I will say also, like, I respect the Spurs fans that were protesting, but it was nowhere near as big of the protest as like the United one was, for example.
It wasn't a big.
So what are you trying to get from that protest, which is like I think like 20, 30 people or something like that? It wasn't broadcasted to the world. It wasn't shown anywhere.
Some weren't even Spurs fans. Some of them were like Chelsea fans or Arsenal fans protesting in like
see with Spurs, right? when Arsenal got the new stadium, right, we had Wenger, who's just keeping us afloat for all these years. Spurs, after that stadium, just got Levis. They finished 7th last year, or something like that. No, yeah, finished 7th last year, right? And now it could be 8th or 9th this year. No trophies won either. No FA Cups, no Carabao Cups to stat pad in there. No, not possible. So what is it with his club? Where does it go from now?
Where it goes is in the fucking mud, the same place it's always been.
And this is what, and I said this.
Kane leaves.
Final thing I'm gonna say, right? Because I need to go very, very soon.
Yeah, no worries.
Them three players. Bergwijn.
I want to end this on one sentence,
right?
On
a 2-year deal, and Lamella is out of the club soon. I'm pretty sure. So them three don't count.
In my opinion, now Leicester City are bigger than Tottenham Hotspur.
Arsenal.
Bye bye.
We're nearly bigger than you, bruv. Give it a couple of years, man. We're coming.
I was going to say an Arsenal.
You're still 12 titles off that.
No. Hey, there's a big five, and the North London clubs are out of here.
Babs, what if?
That's it.
It's a big five, and it ain't no big
It's a
six.
big five. No one don't care about North London.
Why do we have
Babs, what if Leicester get top 4 in the weekend and win the Champions League next season? They're kind of bigger than you then.
Let's calm down.
They'd be more stressful than
Arsenal. No, let's say. Bro, we win the Champions League with Jimmy Traore at left back. Anything.
I stand by it. I still believe that. I believe Liverpool are bigger than Man United.
Ryan, hold up that ball.
We're a better club than them.
What are you drinking in that cup? What have you got? What are you sipping on over there, Ryan?
I've only got a bit of balls in it.
Man said it with Chelsea.
No, but okay, cool. You see this big six right there.
What if Arsenal win the Champions League? So fuck it.
Hang on. You see this big six right narrative that was created by the media brands, right? It was created to increase the revenue. Oh, big six games, right? Big six playing this weekend.
Yeah.
What have Spurs done to be in that big six? I've said this before.
They're not in it no more.
Yeah, we're not arguing about Spurs. Spurs is gone. We agree. Now,
I personally believe, right, with this whole big six now, what this season has showed, for example, back in 2016-17, right, a team had 75 points and finished outside the top 4, right? Yeah. Now, this year, United got 71 points and you're second.
Yeah, that's facts.
It just shows the whole big 5, big 6, wherever it was, big 4 is gone. It's done, right? And other teams like Leicester... Other teams like Leicester have overtaken Arsenal and Spurs because they're doing better than us right now. That's simple fact. The big 6, big 5's gone. It used to be, every team finished, this team will get Champions League. It's done now. Like, for example, Chelsea early season were like 9th for a period. That would never happen in the past.
Lampard tax.
And they were still able now to get 3rd.
Facts.
Yo, see, you lot have had a brilliant run of fixtures since Christmas Day. Apparently, you lot are second in the Premier League table since Christmas.
Yeah,
why are you not still 9?
Because we were fifth. Because Chelsea were top of the league under Lampard at the start of the season. Remember that?
No, we weren't.
There were certain games. Yeah, you were.
No, we weren't. We were top of the league for about a grand total of 12 hours.
So you were top of the league, but you were still up in there. Arsenal were 15th.
We ain't even claiming that.
We're not even claiming that. We know we're shit right now.
Yeah, but you're saying like how tight the Premier League's been and how low the quality has been in the entire division.
I'm not saying the quality. I want to say the quality.
If the quality's been that bad for so long, shouldn't you have had enough time to recoup
but what my point being, the Premier League is now.
So why is that?
The Premier League is now more competitive.
That's why
it's more competitive, right? Teams like Villa or Leicester or Leeds, Everton, they're more competitive.
But Babs, does that worry you in a way? Because
they're all more competitive than Arsenal.
You can call it delusion, but I still believe that we can fight back up there.
In the top 6 than you have, I think.
Yeah,
this season.
Babs, does that worry you?
Doesn't really matter, does it?
Does that worry you? Because let's say over the next few years you don't improve as a club. Let's say you keep declining slowly. But let's say other teams, let's say a Brighton and a Newcastle overtake you. The more teams overtake you, the more you could be like down there, innit? I'm not even gonna lie, innit? I'd be worried if I were you in a way.
You see, the one thing that Arsenal have always had is money is spent, and we actually spend that money. So we spend it the wrong way. If you look at a club like Tottenham, for example, what's their record signing?
Is that Ndombele, isn't it?
Ndombele. And after that, they don't spend money in the first place. Arsenal will spend money, and if you can get the right recruitment team, or the management, or the technical director, if that's the issue, right, then Arsenal will have a better chance of getting back up there on the top table. And also with Kroenke, say for example he goes, you know what lads, I'm not making money for you guys anymore, I want to sell. You've got a person literally waiting to buy Arsenal. literally waiting there. Put a bid on the table. He said it's literally there. Take it
Problem
right now.
Arsenal have is the manager. That's the issue. You have other.
It's
other
not. Forget the manager.
the
Though.
bottom.
It's more of a manager. It's just the entire system's wrong right now. It's all.
It is, but what I'm
It's
saying
either too
is,
naive, or too young, or too soon, or too raw. Right.
even if you
and
got,
then it's down to the owners.
even
So,
if you
but
got
the
the
owners
owners
could get
and
the
the
owners.
board,
Well,
From what we've heard, right, from what we've heard about the owners, right, is the fact that we've still got 3 Arsenal legends like Bergkamp, Henry, and Vieira, and they've all probably come out now and given interviews about this. So it's not just a old PR talk now. They've literally come out on TV and said it. They want to buy Arsenal. We've got a certain prospect there if it happens, right? Other clubs don't have that prospect of an owner wanting to buy Arsenal. You know, if Arsenal won Arsenal and it was just another club at 7th or 8th or 9th, no one would give a damn about us. But because of our heritage or history, whatever that shit is back then, people still want to have interest in Arsenal. We still have a massive fan base, you know, that can hopefully get us back up there. But it is what it is. I don't really give a shit anymore. I'm going to play football anyway, so I'm going to go.
Yeah, man.
Take care. Artem says Spurs front 3 next year: Bergwijn, Vinicius, and Lamella. We appreciate the donation. And Marin also says, I told this Leicester guy not to get delusions of grandeur, but they're already bigger than Spurs or Arsenal. No minerals.
Yeah, no minerals. Forget me. Word to Johnny. No minerals.
Yeah, big
man.
up, Johnny. No minerals, bro.
0 minerals. No
But yeah,
vitamins,
just before
bro.
you leave as well, because we didn't even get to Arsenal, I wanted to ask, based on the Crystal Palace game and your 3-1 victory, with the win against whoever you're facing in the final game, I'll be real, I haven't even checked. What are your thoughts on potentially getting European competition back at the
They could
Emirates
overtake
for another
Spurs.
season?
They could
And
overtake
the
Spurs
return of
this season
St.
as well.
Tottenham's Day as well. First time in 5 years.
Don't care. Don't give a shit.
Nah, Tottenham will finish above Arsenal because they're playing great in Graziano Portino masterclass in it.
So Arsenal, the way it works quickly, right? Arsenal play Brighton at home with fans back. Leicester play Tottenham. Leicester at home and Tottenham away. And Everton, the team of Arsenal right now, play Man City away. And if just say Tottenham and Man City were to even not get a win, so both get draws, and Arsenal win their game, we go into the 7th.
Mm-hmm.
So
Which is what, Europa League?
looking as it is right now, it's Conference League. It would have been Europa League in the past, but they changed it now. But yeah, right. I don't know, man. I'm not convinced on it. But you know, as I said, these Europa Leagues, for example, if it wasn't for the Europa League, Harry Kane would not be playing first team football for Spurs right now. He came through because of the Europa League.
Football? Friday.
It's Thursday. It's the same as Europa League. Literally, I'm telling you, this is a way of UEFA getting more money. They want extra games on the Thursday. That's what it is, bro. It's just as simple as that. It's just a third-tier competition. So all these teams that drop out of Europe, UEFA going, hang on a minute, we could make money out of this. So why are we going to let these guys go away, Lava? Bring them back, third tier of UEFA football.
Especially with your fan base. If your fan base gets
exactly, they probably want a club like an Arsenal to get into that, because they want, okay, there's someone there, the teams will watch them, and Arsenal fans will watch it, because Arsenal fans will watch Arsenal play games. Simple fact. No matter what competition we're in, we're still going to watch it, right? So it is what it is. But to be fair, if it was a competition where Arsenal used to blood youngsters in, like Saka and Martinelli and other players like that, I don't really mind it that much. But we'll see where Arsenal get. If we don't get it, we don't get it. If we get it, I'm going to give a damn.
Do you think they'll open it up eventually? The Europa Conference League, they might just open it up to the rest of the world because fuck it.
No,
I mean, they got nothing else. Right, make it more interesting.
There's 3 years. They're going to do a 3-year trial of this Conference League. See if it works out. See if they make the money. And then if it doesn't work out, those positions will go back to Europa League.
Right, okay.
Might end up cancelling.
I'm thinking it'll be quite interesting to get the
people watch. Mad.
It is what it is. Anyways, man are going to bounce. Neil, congratulations on having the 4 Arsenal Cup on loan for the season. You can have it. You can keep it nice and clean. We'll be back for the next season, the FA Cup. And Lewis, worst of luck on Sunday.
Alright, luck is for losers, bro. We don't need
celebrating losing. We love to see
Super Jack is going to come to haunt you, man. Alright, in a bit, lads.
I hope so,
Babs, yeah? Big up, Babs.
Big up, Babs.
You man don't want a Shameless FC if we win the Champions League. That's all I'm saying.
You know what? I'm with you. I'm taking I want you to win the Champions League.
You see Jan as well, just after getting fucking duppied by what's his name, Graziano Potterino, and she don't want to show up and hold the corner. Can't be on.
Yo, I was busy tagging her in all shit that night, yeah, like the master out class the apprentice and shit like that. Like she weren't having it in
Ruben Diaz on his arse and everything.
No, Trossard, innit? Graziano's coaching his plays like Trossard to put Ruben Diaz on his arse, what a manager, innit?
Yeah, man, you know who don't do that? This guy right here. We already inducted both of them into penitentiary. You already know.
Well, Jan City's like, Oh shit, I forgot what I was going to say. Yancey's like, it was the ref's fault and everything, innit? Or the ref was an agent and all that. Stop blame. You just accept you lost to the better manager, innit? Just accept you lost to Graziano Potterino. And
notice how she ducked out though after they got beat.
You ducked out, innit? You know what?
Come on, finish your point. If they don't win it, but I'll still be here to hold corn if we lose.
You didn't finish your point. What's it called, Ryan? About why you don't think Nuno is rated. So I'd like to hear that.
You know what it is with Nuno, when people say Wolves play good football, I've never seen that. I've never seen that over the last year.
The first year they came into the Premier League, they finished 7th.
Yeah, but I don't think it's when people say, "Oh, Wolves are such a good team to watch." I don't see it. I just see a team who sits back and counter attacks in it. Like I just think Nuno, and you've seen the season they've had this season. I know it's one bad season, but I just don't think. And I think he's got good players there, like Ruben Neves, João Moutinho, Raul Jimenez. I know he's been injured this season, but even Jota when he was there. I just think if
we had Jamie Vardy in his prime injured, we'd be the same position.
I mean, but I just think
you just don't like his football, do you? You don't.
I don't like his football. I don't like his football. I admit that, but I think he should be doing better with the better quality players he's got there, like Neves, Moutinho.
This season, maybe you're right, but bearing in mind, as you're saying, Jimenez has been out, massive player for them. They sold Jota, huge player.
Jota's overrated anyway. Jota's overrated. I'll say that he's not as good as what
you
people
hate Jota as well.
No, I don't hate him,
man.
I don't hate him, but I just think people are overhyping him, innit? I just think people are overhyping him.
That's fair enough.
To be honest,
I've seen a lot of
hype at the start.
Bro, we've dropped him the last few games. We've played better. I'm not gonna lie. I think we've overhyped him a bit. I'm not gonna lie, because in the last few games he's played, I'd say since the Arsenal game where we won 3-0 away, I don't think he's been that good in it. Like I'm starting to see like the Salah and Mane vibes from him. Do you get what I mean? Like with Jota. So like, bro, I like him, but I think we're overhyping him a bit by calling him Diogo Jota and all that crap in it. Like, just calm down in it, because next year I could genuinely imagine myself seeing Jota out in the next 1 or 2 years. I ain't gonna lie in it.
Jota can join the Salah train. Love to see it.
Mad. What I feel when you're a Champions League and a Premier League, you're gonna spin on him as well.
Bro, if that happens, I'll be buzzing in it. Don't give me that hope.
For about 30 minutes. Then he's back on the train.
Yeah, then he's back on the train and that. True say, you've got to wait another 10, 15 years for your next Champions League, so it's calm, fam. Don't worry about it. You don't have to worry about them.
No. You lot, like, oh my God, you lot being so cocky after winning the second place trophy and that we finished above Liverpool trophy. Like, chill out in it. Like,
you're not facts, man, innit? This is your greatest error of all time, and you know what I'm saying?
That's the annoying thing, innit? Like,
you lot won the Premier League with no fans and 5 subs. That's the Power League Premier League.
Shut up, saying? We were like 20 points clear anyway. Like, we were gonna win it anyway. Let's be honest. Like,
yeah, it's debatable still.
All right, calm down in it. But like, literally, what annoys me, it's like, this Palace game on Sunday is literally make or break for Liverpool. If we win that game on the weekend and we get top 4, I think we can challenge for the league next season. I ain't going to lie. But if we don't get it, if we don't get top 4 on Sunday, I think it's peak for us next season. That's how big this Palace game is.
People are prioritizing the Europa League and it gives your players more time to rest.
Yeah, but
the 23s.
But like, imagine us not being in Champions League. It's the quality of players we can attract in the summer as well.
That don't mean anything. We
don't spend money on it.
Thomas Partey, all while being shit. Fucking Spurs signed Ndombele and Bale. Fucking look who Leicester.
Them man signed Kante when they had Europa League football.
Yeah, so it can be done. We got Ibrahimovic, Pogba. Couple others while we had.
We're already signing Konate, but Konate scares me because he's mad injury prone in it. I think I saw something.
Well, he fits Liverpool perfectly. Then he fits right at home when you're injured.
That's a good point. But like, I think Aaron
I know he's going to be perfect for you. Come in, get injured, sit out, get the paycheck, and then
we'll
come
play
in.
Nat Phillips and Reece Williams at the back again. It'll be just like this season. But like,
learn the lessons, where
you're struggling for top 4, yeah, we hopefully
calm down
like next season.
So you buy a player, you've got injury problems at centre back, and you buy a centre back that's already injured.
And that's what
there's a little bit of like,
It's the Liverpool
that's what I don't get, Neil, because like I asked Mr. Aaron United about this, innit? Because he watches a lot of Bundesliga, and I was like, what do you think about Konate? And he was like, top defender. but he's so injury prone. I think I saw something like he played 17 league games in the past 2 years, and that scared me, innit? I ain't gonna lie, innit? But like, that's mad. That's why it doesn't fill me with confidence in it, like, because honestly, I don't know. I just
and the
feel
Premier
like
League's more physical and quicker.
Look at you stressed already, rubbing your forehead and that. You're all right.
You know what? It's just a feeling that Sundays make or break for us, isn't it? Like, I genuinely but Flawless, I genuinely believe if we win on Sunday and we get top 4, I genuinely believe we can challenge for the league next season. When we get Man United.
Why does that make that much of a difference though from one match? That's my
question.
It's
a Thursday Sunday thing, and also it makes us an attractive proposition for teams to buy some players in the sun, because I just feel
it don't mean that much.
It can. I get what he's saying. Will it? It can. Like, say for instance, they go for Sancho, Chelsea go for Sancho, and United are going for Sancho. Then them not being in the Champions League could make a difference. Does it affect Liverpool massively? Probably not. But if United, for Leicester maybe in it like. That it could make more of a difference for you lot, of course.
For example, we want to sign Rob Gosens from Atalanta, and he will own like we had last year. We had William Carvalho ready to go, and he said you have to win Champions League. Didn't happen. So we had to sign Mendy. For example, this season, well, I know Samore is coming to us, but Gosens is just going, cool. I want to come to you, but you have to get in Champions League football, and then I'll come to you. So it's one of them things, you know. We've seen all of our transfers last year were Europa League for Champions League. Then we didn't get it because Man United beat his last game of the season. Then we didn't get it. So it's not as easy as just going, oh yeah, well, I get what you mean, but at the same time, it's not you can't. For a club of Leicester's size, we do need this to get these players on long-term contracts for sure.
Yeah, it's not make or break, but I get what Ryan is saying. Let's hope that Liverpool don't make it and they do get beat by Crystal Palace.
I want to show you guys this just before we come out. This is Harry Kane's quotes on Jose Mourinho. Big up Myron as well, saying what midfield in the Premier League turns away Neves. I'd still take Neves at Chelsea.
It depends if we're talking first to that. Mine is Manchester United. Everybody, I mean, the big out of the big, well, 6, so to speak. Who takes him? You know what I'm saying?
I'm just gonna take
him. Yeah, Leicester don't take United, but Jose United midfield. So
man said Jose obviously expects us to be men and act like men on the pitch, have leaders on the pitch, and to be honest, that's where it quite didn't work out with Jose because we didn't have enough leadership that we needed at the time. We understood each other. We had a similar mentality on the pitch, off the pitch, and mentally in training. Jose just wanted to win. That was the mentality he was trying to put into the players at Spurs. Do anything to win, and I think we did become more streetwise. But maybe there were relationships that didn't quite work there. But from my point of view, it was great for me. It doesn't sound like Jose was the problem. It sounds more like the players.
That's the
club as a whole. Yeah, the club as a whole.
Report. Really. Yeah, but that's Spurs though. We know that he's basically.
That's just come out now.
By the way, I wanted to ask you. You know, when we were talking about Liverpool, what are your guys' predictions for top 4 on the weekend?
I think it stays as it is now. Unfortunately,
I've
said this.
Liverpool get it?
I've said this. I was telling you this weeks ago. That it was going to be Liverpool, Chelsea again.
No. You were saying last week that Leicester would get it ahead of us.
Yeah, because I was running joke.
It might still happen. That's why I'm so nervous for the Sunday.
I can tell. Look at you quaking in your boots.
Just watching the Q&A.
Chelsea have to win. Liverpool have to win. Leicester have to win.
Every team has to win
more than anyone else, and they have the hardest fixture out of all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's true.
It's sticky for
anything
Leicester.
can happen.
Yeah, anything can happen.
I'm not writing this off.
Less pressure on
it was a lot harder to predict weeks ago. Now it's tight, but you know who stands where, and we all know what our jobs are now.
But you say who stands where. Literally, it's goal difference and 1 point.
Yeah, but that's where everyone just has to do their job. If you don't do your job,
it's all in our own hands.
Becomes tricky.
It's all in each club's own hands. If it doesn't win, doesn't get it. Simple as.
That's right. I think
if we smash Tottenham,
then we've got
I
it done
don't think it's
anyway.
going to happen.
I think if Tottenham beat Leicester, then we've got it done regardless, except if we lose
if we lose, gone.
If we lose 5-0, then
if we win, because I think you guys, if we win, I think 5-0 and you guys win 1. No, wait, that's not. I think no, you still get it. But it comes down to literally, it's not.
Check the table. It's something like that.
It's mad tight.
Yeah.
It's so
It's
tight
madness.
between those three. It's actually mad.
I'm looking at the table now.
We've done it again. Done it again, lads. We did it last year with Man United.
But I don't think you bottled it last year. I think
we're moving in the right direction.
Because I'm looking here, yeah, Chelsea are on 67 points with 23 as goal difference. Liverpool on 66 points, 24 is their goal difference, and Leicester on 66 points also.
I mean,
and their
we
goal
got their
difference is
goal
20.
difference in Chelsea at the moment.
Yeah, by one.
We've got
Yeah,
the
by
worst.
one.
Yeah, we got
No,
the worst.
Leicester got the worst. Leicester on 20.
Yeah.
Wait till Sunday.
You lot got 20. You lot got 23. That's what it is. That's why it's
We
going to be
just play our,
interesting.
we just got to play our game.
But Chelsea,
see what
Leicester,
happens.
let's go, man, innit? You know what I'm saying? And that Leicester, Chelsea, Aston Villa. No, not
Yes.
Aston Villa.
We're
Liverpool
now-
playing Crystal
we're now
Palace.
into
this week.
Palace.
Greenish
Yeah.
masterclass.
Yeah, man. Roy Hodgson on his final hurrah.
You know what? That's what I'm
I'm
scared
flawless.
of.
Change your shirt behind you, man.
I'm
Before
scared of
Chelsea takes
Benteke.
10 days.
Bro, I'm scared of
Come
Benteke
on,
coming
dude.
back and knocking us out.
Chelsea.
I'm so scared of Benteke coming
Come
out.
on,
and knocking
sing
us
along.
out.
It's an easy chant, man. You just say one word
End up
repeatedly.
singing along. You lot are just the lesser of two evils. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You know, lesser of two evils.
I
This is what
want
only
City to
Tottenham
win
do.
that final, though.
Man saying we're fucking UEFA with the Super League. I can't be asked.
Bro, flawless.
Lesser
Flawless.
of two evils.
Flawless.
CBA.
What you have to remember is the only main City fan. Flawless. What you have to remember is the only main City fan I know is Jan City, innit?
Yeah,
Like, she'll
she's
be fucking
fucking
with it.
unbearable.
Well,
She's
imagine-
unbearable.
Flawless. Imagine Prime if Chelsea win it.
I don't chat to them, man, anyway, so it's calm. You know what I'm
But
saying? I'll see
Prime
them
will
on
be
the streams.
so bearable, man.
I saw Yan City, anyone will be
Come
so
on,
good.
man.
Jan
We ain't
City's
gonna be
horrible with it, innit? She
I
might
wouldn't
diss you, but
be
she won't diss me,
unbearable.
innit? Because
I
she knows
wouldn't-
when she's chatting to a king, innit, like me. Like, she won't
Oh,
chat
is
to
it?
me.
That's a good time to end the stream right there.
Yes,
She won't chat to me, innit?
Yeah, that drink is hitting him. I think it's best to end the stream.
I think
and
it is.
Yeah, no worries, man. Before Ryan, it says any wild fuckery. Big up everyone who's locked in. Smash the like and
Good, let's
subscribe
win
button and
Champions
let us
League.
know in the comment section below who you think is going to be missing out on the top four. Check out Sarcasm City TV, get him to 3K. Beyond the 90 LCFC, just hit 1K, so make it 2K. Check out Ryan's Twitter as well, down in the description below. Bab's channel, Slav's Twitter, all down in the description, as well as Jan's channel as well. And we will see you guys on, next Friday for probably Champions League final build-up and the fallout from the top four race. And
the
wherever
Europa
the
League
Arsenal
final.
and Spurs finish.
It'll be after the
And the Europa League final too, I forgot
United,
about that.
don't do me dirty in that. Do what you gotta do. Do not lose this
Do
goddamn
them
final.
dirty, innit? Ollie, do some agent stuff, innit?
He's
Just
been
do some
doing-
agency stuff, innit?
Better just win the
I'm right.
final.
Because I'm petty as fuck, we're going to end with this dickhead locked up. Take care.
Hold
Like and
up.
subscribe.
You can't end there. I gotta get mine in now. I made one, bitch, just for this stream.
Ha! No way!
Yeah,
Ha!
bitch.
Alright, cool. Get out.
Yeah,
get out.
bitch.
Fuck
Let
it.
me see if I can find it.
see
Where's
this.
it gone? Is it this one? That one? Shit, I'll have to find it now.
Right,
This
cool,
one?
man. This guy to pack
Wrong
up
one?
club.
No, wrong one. Hold on. I closed it. Shit. Hold on. Sorry about this. I
Very
thought I had
close,
Hey,
bro.
while we're waiting on Neil to do that, get the likes up, people, and subscribe to the channel, man. Get the likes up on the video.
Come
This
on,
is Shameless FC, man. Get
And
the
head
likes
over
up,
to D's
subscribe
man's
the channel.
channel and press the subscribe button if you haven't
man.
done it. Like, what
Yo,
you ready to do?
flawless.
If you
And
guys
also,
want to
one
see
sec.
Slav, he's on Neil's channel, so check it out.
There you go. And one sec as well on Sarcasm City TV. There's a playlist for this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can
Roman! you locked up Roman!
Danny Drinkwater,
Drinkwater,
agent,
bro.
paid for Tillemans' transfer.
Our
Paid for
CBA,
Tillemans'
man.
transfer. When is
I'll
the
tell
FA
you
Cup?
No, I actually backed the owner out there and everything. You locked up Roman,
I
bro.
love the Roman, you know.
You locked up Daddy Roman like he can't pay his way out of that, you dickhead. Now, but big up everyone. Smash the like and subscribe button. Take care. And as always, we'll see you guys next week. Check out Beyond the 90 LCFC. Check out Dark MC. Check out Ryan's channel as well. Take
I
care.
got a channel,
And as
but
always,
check out
up
my
the
Twitter,
post.
innit?
Yeah, Twitter's in the description below anyway, so check it out. And as